Hello, I'm Chris Solo, and welcome to the Realms of Ukodor, where I've gathered my friends to play some Dungeons & Dragons. But before we get started, let's go ahead and dive into our announcements. We do have quite a bit, so I'll try to get through it. This is our last show together in our studio in San Francisco. Starting next week, we will be remote. So, end of one era, beginning of another one. So it's exciting and it's sad all at the same time. We're near 50%, guys, of our goal to make partner for Mixer. We are 867 followers. If we get to 875, I will give away a Master Monk dice box. So make sure you go ahead and spread the word. Get some more followers over here as well. Right now, until we hit the partner goal, the only way for you to support the show is through our Patreon or Tipstream. So if you want to support the players in real time by giving them potions or inspiration or anything like that, you go ahead and click the Ukodor menu in our About panel in the Mixer About section, or you can go ahead and check out our Patreon and you can support that way. We have your normal, typical, 3 different subscription tiers, which can show your support. But also, we give you a little, couple extra bells and whistles, with each of those as well. So make sure you go ahead and do that. And a big portion of our proceeds from bits, donations, and subscriptions goes to the Game Academy. They're a 501c3 nonprofit that uses tabletop gaming to help youth and teens through social and academic issues. So by supporting us, you also support them. Big shout out to Griffin Co., our longtime partnered sponsors of this campaign and the Ukodor channel. Anything that you see that is 3D printed was printed by them. So go ahead and give them a big shout out and check out their site. Another big shout out to Master Monk Gaming, who is our wood sponsor. Dice towers, dice trays, boxes, and all the little bits in between. So go ahead and check them out as well. We're also a big proud partner with Nerdsmith. They are a collection of other tabletop creators and gamers with podcasts and other shows, so go ahead and check them out as well. Another big shout out to Roll20, who is the newest sponsor on the block, so go ahead and check them out as well. Don't forget, Ukodor Con is coming up in October, the 25th through 27th of October here in Mountain View, California at the Game Castle store there in Mountain View. Tickets are still on sale. We have a lot of really cool events now. We have a painting events where you can go and you can paint minis, and there'll be a competition and giveaways with that. You get to keep any minis that you paint as well that are provided by the group. We'll have Adventures League tournaments. We're trying to get some Magic the Gathering tournaments going on as well. And we're going to have a bunch of board game creators that are going to be play testing their stuff there at the convention as well. Right now, children 12 and under are free. So if you have kids and you don't have a babysitter, just drop them off. I'm kidding. Don't do that.
Please don't do that.
They have to be accompanied by the parent.
Unless they want to be eaten.
Unless they want to be eaten. For reals. Another bit of exciting news is we do have a new show starting off in about mid-November called The Origins of Ukodor, which will actually replace the lore show that we have on Monday. And I'll be moving my lore show to another day of the week, which I do not know which day that will be yet. But there's more to come with that. So you might actually see some of those players in the chat as well. And we'll try to circle current players and old players as well into the mix of this new campaign, which dates this campaign by about 2,400 years earlier in the past. So we're going to be telling the story and the origin of Ukodor. So stay tuned for that. We already talked about one giveaway. I'm going to do another giveaway too if we hit there. If we hit 900, I'll give away a Dungeons & Dragons book, randomly selected. So if you are looking for a book, let's go ahead and get, a few more followers and we'll be able to get there. So without further ado, any other announcements or anything? No? Okay. Without further ado, let's get ready for the next chapter of
The Realms of Ukodor.
Welcome to the realms of Ukodor.
Last we left, the party had received the quest and a couple odd jobs from Matara. So the party was going to do an escort mission of sorts with Baka the turtle and their old friend Zin, the human wizard. Or, excuse me, he's actually a half-elf wizard. I think there was a mix-up with the details with that. People noticed it last week. As I digress. So the party was escorting the two frail creatures from the city of Ania to another location. They were trying to go to the library. It was a long, quiet, peaceful trip, which the players even questioned the reasons for this escort mission of sorts. But they did eventually get to the library, where they did get quite the download of information. Barakabu was able to get a very old book and went to a very isolated room to read said book about the history of vampires and Riha, which he did convey to the rest of the party. And throughout the excursion in the library, they were able to get some more information. However, some tests were not complete to the full of standards, where Jadobi realized that Baka wasn't quite who he seemed, sniffing out the ruse, revealing that it was actually Matara who was testing him. Not failing the test, but just different perspectives. The party was able to get a few more details that they were in search of. They said their goodbyes to Zin, who stayed at the library, and Matara was able to transfer via plans the party to the Misty Wilds, where they ended up in the jungle. Shortly after they entered the jungle, they were walking through the jungle in the direction that they felt like they had to go, seeing that there's a giant, murky, swamp-like pool of water inside of this jungle that had a very large rock-like structure. Jadobi called bullshit and started doing a really deep investigation of the structure, but it looked natural and organic as it was. And as he began to step on this structure, the structure moved and said very politely, "Please do not step on me." And that's where we pick up.
I forgot the important part.
What's that?
Boo found a squirrel.
Oh, I totally spaced on the squirrel. Boo has a new pet squirrel named Solo, spelled, I don't remember how it's spelled.
In Ukodor style.
It's very French.
So,
Yeah.
The purple squirrel.
Like I was saying, please don't step on me.
and revealing in front of you is a very large green dragon, but not like you've read about in books. This dragon has moss and stone covering most of his bodies, trees and brush, and life is essentially growing off of this creature. And he kind of sits up, kind of stretches out a little bit, and hunches down a little bit and looks at the group.
Does he, dumb question, does he have wings?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, his wings were kind of in the swamp, and he kind of unfurled them out and kind of tucked them. Yeah, and tucked them in.
Does this dude, does this creature seem peaceful, or is it like growling at me? What's happening?
You can do a nature check.
Oh, great start. Good start.
10.
10?
6
Close.
to check him out with my boo vision.
He's green, and he's not doing anything aggressive at the moment.
You are
Those insects, though, Jesus.
one of the chromatic dragons I just learned about.
Yes, I am.
It's funny you pop up now.
It's funny you came to my home.
Oh, well, the other lady dropped us off here.
I suppose Matara didn't warn you either, did she?
She didn't say much, did she?
Warn us of what?
Me? The jungle?
Said that they weren't able to come here themselves.
They're frail little creatures.
I work out a lot.
Indeed.
I use meat shields.
I'm sorry. May I have your name? I'm Jadobi.
Jadobi,
Yes.
nice to meet you. I'm Unos.
Unos.
Please make sure your pet does not hurt my forest.
I take a look at Nico, and then he comes in. Is he too big to sit on my shoulder now?
Yeah, he's pretty big now. I mean, he's essentially he's considered large, so he is a very large beast. I mean, when we talked about it before, when he's kind of flying around, he's kind of in the phoenix form, but he can shrink to a relatively large bird. But he's like a purple bird without any flames. So
Yeah.
sure, he can, be on there for a little bit.
Purple
Okay.
bird and a purple squirrel.
So he'll fly up to like one of the treetops,
Okay.
and then kind of look down on us in bird form.
Okay.
DM. He said his name was what?
Unos.
Unos. Got it.
Unos, does that make you the first of the dragons?
No. It does not.
Just the lonely one?
Most dragons are lonely.
We should start a dragon social club. We know this other dragon, and he is not nice.
You've met another dragon, have you?
Grenasso.
Straight up douchebag.
The second that you say Grenasso, his demeanor changes.
What do you know about Grenasso?
That he's a big dick of a dragon, and we're trying to fight him.
And we don't like him.
You want his head.
You're trying to fight Grenasso.
Well, he is keeping entry to the air ward sealed off.
Seems like you got here just fine.
Yeah, this one.
It's kind of give like a slight wave.
So you're either stupid or incredibly brave.
I'm very trusting.
A little of both.
No, I am not an ancient dragon. I am merely an elder. Not quite that old.
What do you know about Grenasso?
He killed most of my kin. Him and his other mega chromatic dragons.
So
Freaks.
the enemy of my enemy.
Perhaps. I don't have many enemies here. It's my jungle, of course.
This is your jungle. I
Yes.
heard that this jungle belonged to Zahir.
Zahir. Zohir. No, the jungle does not belong to him. That evil creature has been plaguing the temple to the east for quite some time.
Evil creature.
Yes,
What can you tell me about this creature? What form does he have?
I do not know his form. I know his presence and his followers.
What is?
I try to melt them as much as I can. They don't come out very often, though.
We're actually on the hunt for him, or it, or they, or she.
He is a he.
No, there you go.
Yes.
Yes, we're on the hunt for him, and we have to take him out, cleanse the force of him.
Interesting.
Is he the cause of the curse? Yeah. He's the cause of.
What curse?
I thought there was. I was trying to speak to the plants here a couple minutes ago, and
Yes.
it's rare that I don't get an answer back. So I
Yes.
assumed it was some kind of blocking curse or something.
Yes, you're talking to it.
You.
Yes, my plants and animals will not talk to anyone else other than me.
I've never known a dragon to talk to plants before. This is different. This is new.
I mean, we kind of thought dragons weren't a real thing until not long ago.
Excuse you.
No, I always knew they were.
Sure he did.
You don't think that all creatures could possess the qualities of a druid?
I never said that. I've never heard of this. This is completely new to me.
Yes. You're very young.
Yeah. Yeah, some will say that.
So, how can I be of service?
Service?
I mean, we're here to do a service.
Yes, that's what you said.
Um,
You woke me up, so?
Thanks for being so helpful. I was an Zahir is that way, and I like point east-ish.
Yes.
What can we expect? What does his followers look like?
They all wear masks.
They all wear masks. What kind
Yes.
of masks?
Different ones of other creatures. Creatures they kill. They turn their skulls into masks of sorts.
Oh. Noted.
Lots of them are resistant to my poison, but not my claws.
See.
Does anyone think of any questions that we could probably ask? Maybe we can catch a ride to where we're going.
Well, is it far?
5 to 10 miles east, perhaps.
No, that is kind of far.
Yes.
I guess if you can help us with expedited travel, but ideally being a mighty elder dragon, I would just say why not just help us destroy it wholesale?
There are things about my island that prohibit me from getting too close to the temple. Unfortunately.
And if we were to defeat this evil, you as well would be liberated somewhat?
Yes, I cannot leave my island. You do this. I believe I would owe you a favor.
And would that favor perhaps entail helping us tear the neck out of a particular other dragon?
I might enjoy that too much for it to be a favor. But yes. I could
Alright.
potentially aid you in this endeavor.
Dragon Kima.
Well, if you want to help us get to the temple, we'll do the punching.
I won't help you get to the temple, but I will help you cross my bog that is poisonous.
Oh, I'm resistant to poison.
It's poisonous.
I'm not.
Yes, you can't touch the water.
DM, is there no way we can go around it? I thought it was just kind of like but is it like a whole? I thought it was like
It doesn't go to edge to edge. Like you could take like a 2 mile, 3 mile detour to go around.
I'm
it.
actually immune to poison and disease.
Interesting. Well, I don't believe your friends are.
No.
Let's take a ride. Yeah, I've never done this one. This could be kind of cool.
It's fine by me.
All right.
There we go.
And he gets up and he has a lot of the similar characteristics of like Zin or of like Nordal. Like he's old, but he also like like a cat that never leaves the house, just kind of doesn't remember how to be a cat or really move. So he's moving very slow. Like he hasn't done yoga in a while. You know what I mean? Like he's just been sitting down.
I mean, he's not ancient. He's only.
He's only elder. And in my world, it goes adult and elder, and then there's an ancient. So there's one in between. So he's not quite Gronasso old, but he is
Okay.
old. So he does kind of get up, and he every time he moves, he stretches and kind of like stretches and cracks his back a little bit and other bones. And he lowers his left wing down so you all can kind of mosey on to either his wing or his back or whatever.
Step on. So does like.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So he takes him reluctantly.
Do I wait?
Nice.
As I climb on, do I trust this dragon?
Inside check. It's a little too late now.
He doesn't trust anybody.
22.
22. No, he's probably gonna bite your head off. No, yes, you trust him. He does start to take just some time, and he's walking relatively slow through the bog. But as you see his skin going through the bog, and there's pieces of like plant life and pebbles and stuff coming off of his body. It hits the ground and goes, so it like kind of starts to disintegrate a little bit as he continues to walk.
Yes. Unos, are you a part of this forest swamp
Ecosystem?
Yes, I created it.
It stems from you.
Yes.
How interesting. Would you give me permission to talk to your plants? It may help us.
It doesn't quite work like that, unfortunately. But as far as my reach continues, you will be unable on Amasa. I apologize.
Can I still talk to animals in the swamp?
Not within my...
Okay, so animals too.
Once you get close to the temple, perhaps, you might be able to.
You can talk to me.
Yes.
I'll talk to you.
You can talk to my squirrel.
Ah, you can talk to your squirrel.
I can talk
Where
to...
is
I've already done that. Where is your squirrel? Is that on my shoulder? No.
Gripping tightly with all 6 legs.
Denahi, can you make a perception check?
14.
14. As you're sitting there, and when you say you can talk to me, and you kind of look at Jadobi a little snotty, you see something kind of catch your eye in one of the bushes and plants that are on Uno's back, and it's what looks to be a potion of some sort.
Oh
And it's
shit.
Is it a fart bird?
Nico's gonna swoop down and grab the potion for me and keep it.
Okay.
Hanging on to it.
Utility deck.
Thank you.
As we venture forward, who knows? Is there any warnings we should have about this swamp? Whether it be the animals here being friendly or not towards us, or
My animals will not attack you.
they won't.
My plants will not attack you.
Okay.
I cannot speak once you get closer to the temple, though.
Fair. Also, what was my other question that I wanted to ask? I definitely have one. Are there any other, maybe tribes or anyone who lives here that we should be careful of rather than just the cultists? I don't want to attack one person thinking they're the cultists and they're actually just innocent indigenous people.
No indigenous here. Just the insects that plague my island.
And am I to assume that they are in maybe some fortified area, building or structure, or
They're in the temple. They do come out, but they're in the temple.
Okay.
Is there a routine schedule by which they come out?
Not to my knowledge, no.
Do they come out to gather supplies, perhaps?
Yes.
You have any idea what they harvest?
Plants and wildlife surrounding the temple.
So we could take a stealthy approach, wait them out, take them out little by little as they come to gather supplies.
We could.
That would work.
It's worked once before.
Is there a way to lure them in? Maybe we
Animal
gather
sounds,
supply-
apparently, if they're hunting.
We can supply some for them. Put them in one area.
As you guys are saying that, like Ika kind of sits up a little bit. It sounds very much like the dragon. It's always funny when that happens.
You do have 2 animals, that is.
And you see Greco.
I have 2 animals. Like what? He said.
We're talking about luring.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Owlbear might be a pretty huge meal.
That's some serious game. I would kill the shit out
Not
of
that they
that.
would get you.
I wouldn't let them get you. Okay, just gonna give like a chin up, like, bro.
How did I get from the...
I feel like there's something else that I should ask, but I just keep moving on it. So, I'm just gonna ride in silence and enjoy the bog ride.
Okay.
Yep.
So some time passes. He does get to the end of the bog, and he does start to he kind of shake his wing a little bit and lowers his right wing down so you all can disembark.
Friend, is there a way that we could, once we've finished our task, is there a way that we can contact you to let you know that the deed is done, or you should talk to a tree maybe? I don't know. I don't know if it's like a landmine.
We're in the middle of a bog.
Well, when the deed is done, the plants and the animals that were once mine, my creations, will speak to me. So I will know.
And you'll probably feel liberated.
Or smoke signals.
And I can leave this fucking swamp.
I kind of like it here.
You do?
Well,
Alright, thank you.
Does good things to my skin.
At that point, I just kind of like reach down in the bog, pick up some like slush or whatever, just kind of like
Doesn't it burn your hand?
help her like
Poisoned.
exfoliation out.
Doesn't it burn your hand when you do that?
Me?
He's
No.
not.
I think you and I are both in the immunity
Immune.
mode.
Yeah. Just for some extra exfoliation.
All right. So, you were on the other side of the bog. You're still roughly, what did I say, like about 5 miles or so away from like the clearing, which is where the temple is. What do you guys want to do?
Sally forth.
Yeah, we'll move forward.
Quietly, loudly.
Yeah, just in case some hunting parties are out.
Stealth check.
So, I'm sorry, quick question, a reminder. How far away are we from it now? You said we were this far away from the temple?
About 5 or so miles.
5 or so miles, cool.
Yeah.
Trying to concentrate, but it's never going.
27.
27.
4.
Oh, wait. Pass on a trace.
What?
On everyone.
37.
31.
14.
14.
Okay. So you do make it quite a ways without any issue. It has been. I'm trying to think of timing now. You left in the morning. You camped. You camped right before you went to the library, right?
Yeah, we
did,
made
we
a
did,
hell of a
we
camp and then encountered nothing.
Yeah.
That's right.
And then okay, so it's roughly like mid-afternoon at this point, and you've gone maybe a mile or so towards where the temple is.
No, I think it's good. You know, actually, guys, 1 second. Let me. We're heading into something really big right now, I think. So I'm just gonna like take a second and like eat some food. Some kind of starving. So quick break, real quick.
I've been relaxing this whole time.
he's the little one, the smallest one here, and he's always eating.
It's usually like
I sit down and start kind of like nervously eating.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Eating
All right.
feelings.
Which one am I gonna? Okay, I'm gonna do that one. Okay, I still cast that. Okay. Just like, just gonna talk to myself and kind of like amp myself up for this. You ready for this? So,
He is an odd one.
Very.
you want to talk?
So what do you do?
Let's go. I'm good and set.
Okay.
Oh wait, I have to pee. Sorry, I have to pee.
Perception checks, please. Not at him peeing, but just in general.
20.
20. He has a
All
small
the same
penis.
thing.
Oh!
Oh,
I'm kidding.
Oh, isn't it investigation?
Wow.
14.
14.
20 total.
20.
Investigation with a high DC.
So my perception is going to be a 22, and
22.
Ica is going to be a 29.
Okay. So the rest of you don't quite see anything or any movement, but Jadobi walks over to a tree and relieves himself after his snack. And he does see something off in the distance where you see like the bushes kind of... There was something in the bushes and it kind of tucks down a little bit.
Guys,
About 300 meters southeast of where you are.
silently, I'm going to activate the air cuff and whisper into it because we can do that. Rockaville, I saw someone in the trees. Can you check?
Very stealthily, I go forth to check.
Okay.
And everyone hears it. Everyone hears this.
So let's check.
That would be. We're still under pass for that, right?
Yep.
Oh, okay. So that's 25.
25. Where are you trying to go? Where the noise was, or?
I'm gonna, given the general direction that he indicated, I'm gonna try to keep low and maneuver, weaving in and out of whatever foliage and trees I can.
Okay.
And I'm gonna try to keep an eye out for an aura.
Oh, so roll an insight check for me too.
25.
25. So you get about, let's say, 200 meters or so with that stealth check. You get really close to where that noise was. You do your aura check and you kind of do a really quick 360. It's almost super evident where there seems to be a block of your ability, kind of, in this forest from where you are and behind you. But you can see, like, it's almost like a barrier line. If you can like imagine like what he was talking about, Unos, about the temple, how it has something about it that's affecting his magic, you can almost see that barrier, and beyond that barrier, you see lots of red auras everywhere. Like almost the entire jungle has red auras all over the place. You can't pinpoint any of them specifically.
I see a morass of red beyond this barrier.
Correct.
But the rustling in this bush
is right past the barrier.
So it's not apparent.
It's not apparent, no. You want to roll an intelligence or a nature check for me, actually?
Oh, that's decent. So that's 18.
18? Some of the auras don't seem to be animals. So potentially something in or is the plant life in the vicinity.
What do you see?
Are we good?
Why are you
Something.
so quiet?
It's hard to say. There's a lot of bad up ahead. But in the immediate vicinity, it's a little confusing.
How so?
Can I think harder on it?
Yeah, why not?
17.
17. The best that you can discern with everything that you've seen with auras, everything that you've always seen with auras is usually creature-like. Some of the auras that you see kind of scattered within this field do look like creatures, either wildlife or bipedal creatures walking around. You can't tell because a lot of them are far away. But about half of those auras do seem like they are trees or plants or other things like that, but they do have a red, aggressive nature to them.
And can I discern by process of elimination what may be in the foliage that Jadobi pointed out? Or do I feel that it's the foliage?
You do another
itself?
perception check for me?
Okay, that is 24.
24. What was in the foliage, where you see the actual foliage that Jadobi had pointed out, you don't see any red auras at all. Mixed in there are other auras that are not red, but they're very small. They could be, mice or other small little woodland creatures that are dodging predators the same as you.
Okay. It seems like the nearby vicinity might have just been the local fauna. And the flora, for that matter.
Okay.
Looking at the red beyond, does it seem like any of them are on their way out?
Like walking away from you?
Like they're leaving the compound.
Oh, you're not by the compound yet. There's probably a mile.
Oh, so
Radius.
This is some other collection of...
Well, it's like if the compound is here, it's roughly like a mile radius around the compound. So you're on the edge of that radius, essentially.
Alright. We might have a big fight up ahead, though.
How big?
Would I feel it's similar to that goblin horde that we battled?
Do another intelligence check for me, actually. Or survival, actually. Survival might work.
Let's check on that. It's 16.
16.
Wait, never mind. Actually, it's 22. Why do I have so
22.
much survival? What the fuck?
It should be the same as your
It's your background.
as your perception.
It's
So, if you want to imagine, this is the temple, right? and this is the radius of the. That doesn't work. There it goes. That's like the radius, right? Fuck you, green. So you guys are roughly here, right? So that is the thing. Red's a bad color, but it's fine. But the point is like you see like a red thing here, you see a red thing here, you see like a red thing here, here. Like it's you see it scattered all over, like a minefield almost. But with that survival check, you could, if you're careful.
Chart a path.
Correct.
So I do feel we could weave our way in there without alerting.
Alright then.
Should give that a try.
I'll trust the stealthy monk.
This is going to take a while.
Perhaps. Good thing I stretched, huh? Yeah.
And build your belts. Can't
Alright.
crap your pants if they're empty.
I start following
Your
Rockaboo.
pants are empty?
Okay, stealth checks, please.
Still chickle die. 30.
30.
16 with the plus 10 or...
Wow. Okay.
16 with the plus 10?
Yes, I've been
And
rolling really well.
I'm gonna try to keep my boo vision up so that I can try to better
Sure. We can do.
see
Boo vision.
like things that might be obscured or obstructed.
Okay, you're gonna keep an eye on the red to try to stay clear of it.
Yeah.
25 for me,
Okay.
and for Ica, he got a 22.
22.
I'm
Okay.
looking out for exclamation points.
God, I love Metal Gear Solid. Okay, so we'll say you get, maybe a quarter of the way in. Can everyone make a wisdom save, actually? Except for the animals.
A wisdom cell, a wisdom save.
Is Nico flying above you, with you, staying back?
He's above us. Yeah.
Okay.
Like weaving through the trees.
17.
17.
Yeah. Wisdom save?
Yep.
19.
19.
22.
22.
30.
Jeez. A wisdom save of 30?
Yeah.
How the hell did you get a 30?
I rolled 18.
What's your plus to wisdom saves?
Plus 12.
Jesus. God. So as you cross this barrier, you feel like a sharp pain in your head, and you all kind of, whew, the fuck was that? Can you like that mind tingling thing just on steroids? So it's
Anyone
like
else for that?
it feels it's really sharp. It's really evident.
Yeah.
Do I know what that was? Do I feel like that was us passing the barrier or something? What do I feel like?
You Arcana check.
My
You're not here to help me with that. So you're actually pretty good at Arcana too.
It's not quite how that works, but she
And
can do her own Arcana check if she wants.
Arcana. 17 for me, Arcana.
Okay. Yeah. If
25.
you confirm that, yeah, it does feel like it. You walk through the barrier. What was that?
That didn't feel so refreshing. Hopefully we only have to do that once.
What if we explode now?
Can you not say that out loud?
That'd be pretty cool.
You know what happens when you
was
say that
that?
out loud. What?
Did you hear that?
Yeah, what? I listen.
It wasn't it Ica?
What area is it coming from? What direction?
Perception check.
Oh, shit.
25.
25.
That was almost unnatural, wasn't it?
About southeast of where you are.
24.
So it sounds like it's coming right there.
Well,
Southeast. We're gonna try that direction. I'm gonna keep an eye out for that.
Like you guys are probably right there. You hear the noise over there somewhere.
and can we spy an entrance into this yet?
It's not quite visible yet. It's very thick. It's a very thick jungle. Roughly, you do see kind of a clearing that might be 200 feet from the actual structure.
Okay.
Listening to that roar, that guttural whatever, can I discern what kind of creature or animal that is? I already know it's big.
History check, maybe?
What do you see, Boo?
Ooh, guidance. That's my thing.
That way, and I point towards the sound.
20?
20?
13.
13.
History.
You probably haven't seen this. No, Rujar might have though. The aura is relatively large. It's either large or a huge class. It looks to be relatively big, and it is walking towards the temple.
Well,
Slowly.
say that it's the kind of creature that you'll probably wish you had your old axes.
I have them.
Oh.
I have all 3 axes. The 1 and then the 2.
Well, he's big,
Mm.
and he's headed in.
You mean where we're going?
Yes.
He's in perspective. He's doing a beeline to the temple.
Oh.
Slowly.
Oh.
Well,
You guys are technically closer depending on how you get there. So are you staying? Are you going? What are you guys doing?
I think we should continue straight from the direction we're in to see if there's maybe an alternate way that doesn't take the same path as this large creature.
I'm right behind you.
And then we can get a lay of the surroundings and what's going on in there and perhaps locate our target with minimal interaction with others. Unless the big thing is our target.
This is a cohort mission.
Yeah? We
Why
should
do
try
you
to
seem so
minimize
excited?
the amount of conflict as possible.
Good to know. Alright. Alright.
Okay. So you're gonna go a little bit more north.
Yeah, kind of like the way we're going if
up
we just
here
kept
and this
going.
way.
Yeah, to see if maybe there's, like a side or just
Sure,
a
absolutely.
untended area that got broken or opened.
Stealth check.
Let's check the shit
Lord. Well, plus 10.
Yeah.
12.
31.
Lord almighty.
Okay.
24.
17 for me, and for Ika, 25.
Okay. So you do manage to make your way a little bit more north. You're about halfway there now. Torek does step on a branch, and you hear it. You quickly pause. You look around. None of the motioned red beings or creatures seem to have reacted to that noise.
I don't think we were noticed. I think we're okay.
Sorry.
What are you guys doing?
Continuing.
Well, since I don't know that they seemed alerted, I'm continuing.
I'll pull out my quarterstaff though.
You said they don't seem alerted, didn't you?
I think he said it to you because you
Oh.
had the vision.
Okay. We're okay. Keep going.
Okay.
Alright.
Stealth check.
I wouldn't check you.
37?
37.
Oh, stealth check again.
Wait, how much is pass without a trace?
Ooh.
10?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now I got a 26.
Oh,
Nice.
27.
27.
15 for me. For Ika, 20.
20. Okay. So as you're walking through this path, you're now getting up to where the clearing is, to where the brush and the trees seem to have been cleared out. You see tree trunks and parts of old, smaller trees that have been cleared. This was not a natural clearing of sorts, but they have cleared it to have visibility. That's what it assumes to be. As you get really close, Jadobi does kind of stumble on something. Maybe he's looking at some of the wildlife or something. Does make a little bit of noise. You pause. Doesn't seem to alert any of the red.
It's okay.
Do not exit the tree line.
But you are now on the tree line.
Almost
That's
tripped.
why I said don't exit it.
Almost tripped. I think I'm good.
So like,
Does it seem that beyond the tree line there's any cover we can make for? And at this point, do I see any type of openings or entrances or
perception check.
Where's this? Oh, okay.
opportunities?
On our journey so far, what kind of creatures have we walked by or seen?
Oh, on this journey, you do a perception check for that.
25 perception?
25. You do see what looks to be stairs. Then looks to be a door into a
Your
temple
box
up
does
here.
not like me
But that's
at all.
around the corner from the sideward face.
Correct. It looks like this is the front face. When you look around, you see this entire open space, and you do see what looks to be a clearing that looks like maybe a road or something like that that is coming from this way. And the big creature is closing the distance now that you are read.
Okay. And from the tree line to the structure, just open.
Yes, there's no cover, there's no boulders, there's no rocks. It's been purposefully cleared out to see if anyone's coming.
And that's sentries.
Sentries, you see two guys at the gate. And you see two more at the bottom of the steps.
But does it seem any of them have eyes on this side wall?
No, they're looking at the big thing that's walking.
How tall is the wall?
It's not a wall. It's almost like a pyramid, but
Right.
it's like a temple where
Aztec.
it's like yes, Aztec. So it goes up some steps and flats out, goes up some steps and flats out. So it's like stairs all the way around that go. It was not made for defense, obviously.
All right, team.
Yes.
I feel like our best course of action may be to scale up the side as stealthily as we can. If there's anything that can be done to help that, but it appears their attention is not on this side.
Huh.
Scaling the wall.
Not so much scaling as just taking really big steps, but if we can do
Up
anything.
the wall.
It's like stairs.
It's like this,
Oh.
Yeah.
like an Aztec temple.
Oh,
The
I see.
Ziggurats.
Yes.
Okay, we can do that.
Okay.
Can we?
How are you doing? How are we doing that?
Are they?
Stepping out of this tree line, there could be traps.
Let's check for traps.
Who's the best at that? I can try.
That's survival, right?
It'd be a perception or investigation check.
No.
I mean, you're not like going to the ground and checking for traps. You're trying to visually see if anything on the ground that you are not because you're hiding in the clearing, so you're trying to see
15.
15 if there's anything that's. Oh, what was your perception check?
4.
Although survival would allow me for checking for natural hazards.
You could do that. Go do the survival
My
check.
perception for animal looking is 16.
16. While you were going through the trails and everything else, you did see small creatures, but you would see like a small creature and then it would kind of just disappear, like almost like with your just experience with nature and with predators and everything else, that these small creatures just got too close to something and then vanished. You do every once in a while see some small birds that happen to be flying around, but sometimes it's a similar thing that it just feels like it's been snatched out of the air.
Oh. Do I have any idea what that
You do a nature check.
could mean?
Because you've walked by some of these hazards, so you can do a nature check real quick.
Snatched out of the air? We've walked by some of these hazards.
You have.
So I'm gonna talk. I guess telepathically, like speak to Nico, and he's gonna go kind of still within the trees and around the back of the wall and cast detect magic.
Ooh.
20 for my perception.
like right here?
Or
Mhm.
whatever.
Detect magic in this
And then
area?
wherever
or
we're going, yeah.
So what's the range on that?
30 feet. from
30
him.
feet? So is he just going to check it on the clearing, or is he going to try to check it on the ziggurat as well? And how long does detect magic last?
Because it's instant.
Either like 2 minutes or an hour. While she's looking at that, I rolled a 20
10 minutes.
for.
10 minutes? Oh, yeah. So he was just going to kind of swoop in and see if the coast is clear? Okay.
I rolled a 20 for why it looks like birds get snatched out of the air. or
So
something.
a lot of the plant life, you have
Just
seen...
so Nico out.
You have seen scat and remnants of very large predators, but you have a lot of the dangers that you've walked past are plant life. You know, Venus flytraps and other very large plants that eat flesh. So that's what you've been avoiding this whole time, and very successfully, would like to add. So yeah, so that's your assumption is why some of these things have been
I
snatched
would
up.
like to add.
Gotcha. Wow. Good to know.
You almost didn't. You almost got eaten by a plant, but well played.
Good to know. I'll just make a mental note like, oh, okay, fine.
So as Nico swoops in, he flies around. Can you do a stealth check on me just for him?
15.
15. Okay. So as he swoops in, and we'll say that he swoops over the ziggurat and kind of, banks right to get away. There's no magic anywhere here, but he does sense on. The top of the tower is something like this, right? It's almost like a square, and there's a door here, and there's a sentry here, and a sentry here. On the back side, it does look like it's glowing. So he does sense magic on the back side of the entrance. If that makes sense.
Okay.
I mean, it could be anything. It could be a trap. It could be a door. You're not quite sure without deeper and closer investigation.
Okey-doke.
What are you guys doing?
Following our monk.
Where's the monk going?
Up the side.
You point with your pointer. Tell me which way you want to go.
Careful, Barakaboo. Nico's found something going on at the top of that. Whatever it's called.
So I'm going to begin making my way slowly up the side.
Okay. So you're just gonna go from the tree line, stealth here, and then go up the steps. Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll stealth check. Everyone who's following. Are you going by yourself, or everyone's following you?
Would you guys like me to scout first?
Sounds smart. I like it.
30?
30. Okay. So as you dart across the space, doesn't seem that anything takes notice to you. You get to the base of this temple. Base of the temple.
Okay, I'm gonna go up the first, I guess you'll call it a step, for
Sure.
ease. And when I get to the top of that step, before I go up the next step, I'll just say, like, let them know, okay, it seems like I'm okay so far, so maybe we should take this little by little and you should come to the base of this step. And then
Okay.
I'll go up the next few.
Okay. So go ahead and roll another stealth check, and everyone else roll a stealth check if you're gonna follow suit.
We're still with the plus 10?
Yeah. Right.
Like, how long is that left?
An hour or something. Let me check.
You have to be in range of you, or you just
30
have
feet
it
of me.
when you cast it, or always.
Always.
So they have to be within 30 feet of you to get that bonus.
Yes.
Got it. So you don't have that anymore.
Do I, now that they've come to the base?
We can say that you would know that. So technically, you wouldn't have had that when you went across, because that would have dissipated.
I still would have been at 19.
Yeah, you would have been fine. But so we'll say that you wait until they get there. So what's everyone's stealth check?
Well, I'm next to him, so 24.
24.
Why did I use yours?
18.
Why did I use yours? It hates me. So 25 for me, and for Ica, 17.
17. Perception checks. Ooh. First natural 20 of the night.
11.
11.
19.
19. 6.
Perception for me is going to be a 20 for me, and for Ica, it is a
What was yours, Brackable?
11.
24 for
24.
Ica.
So Ica, Jadobi, and Torque, as you guys begin to climb to try to like sneak past, you see what this large beast is. As you're walking, you almost hesitate and you realize, oh fuck, I have to keep going. But as you see this beast, it's a very, very huge beast. It's gray in skin color, but its skin is kind of like leather, like very tight leather, almost like an elephant's skin. The head is very large and it kind of comes down, and you see a very, very large, what looks to be a black like horn or spike coming out of its nose, and it branches off into like barbs. Very similar to a rhino, if we want to have some sort of example, but it's probably about 4 times the size of a rhino.
It's like the Dagoth in the first Conan movie.
Ooh, I have to look at that. It might be something like that. There's all sorts of things rattling in my head. Who knows where it comes from?
Do I know if this is a natural beast or if this is like a monstrosity?
You can do a nature check. But the creature is being ridden. On the top of this creature, there is what looks to be maybe like bamboo, like a bamboo platform or something. And there seems to be like 6 or 7 figures that are sitting on top of this. They have items in their hands, but you can't really tell because it's relatively far away.
18 nature.
18. Everything about the beast from your perspective right now seems like everything about it is natural. You have no idea what it is, though. You've never seen anything like this.
Interesting. Very interesting.
But if you remember the mammoth that you all tried to kind of tame but then kill, it's probably twice the size of that.
Oh my.
So he's very big. He's a very big boy.
Oh,
Gotcha. So I think it's beautiful. That's a beautiful creature.
what creature?
Oh, you're not with us?
I'm like a step above you guys.
Oh, okay.
I'm like at your head.
Yeah, we'll see. Like when you think about where Barakabu is, his perspective is actually kind of blocked with the creatures here.
Gotcha. It's like it's like double the size of a rhino, but it also has like the horn of like maybe like an elk or something. It's beautiful. I don't know what it is, but that's what's been making the noise.
Well, it's evil as fuck.
Is it? Oh, is it red? Is it that color? That you said?
Yes.
Oh, well, good to know.
More importantly, there's riders.
Yes, that too. Yeah, that happened.
Well, it won't do him much good on the inside anyway.
Okay. You guys gonna do a step at a time?
I'm
Kind
gonna
of thing?
go up and then let him know it's safe.
Stealth checks?
I'm gonna go up like 2 steps.
Sure. Stay within 30 feet, yeah.
Yeah.
I can leap up to it.
You wanna do that?
Well,
Okay.
that-
Stealth plus 6.
I've done that in a while. Do an athletics check for me.
Alright,
That's a 40 still.
Barakabu just fucking disappears.
Ico rolled a
Wow.
30. Ico rolled a 30, and for me, I rolled a 25.
Okay.
Total 20.
20. Do a stealth check for me, too. What was your stealth? I got yours. What was your stealth check?
Natural.
Natural 20?
Nice.
What was-
24.
24. Okay. So Barakabu, you you kind of like almost phase out of existence. You just really get into the shadows. You climb up to the base right before that little tippy top block, and as you turn around to go say the coast is clear because everything looks fine, everything looks clear. There doesn't seem to be anyone who's noticed your presence. As you turn around, you just see the big giant form of Torque just. And even though he's a monster of just a creature, just it doesn't make a sound.
Good one, right?
Are the guards you mentioned visible from this point?
Say again?
The guards you mentioned that are at the like.
Technically, no. So
Uppermost.
technically, you and Torque are standing like right there. The guards are here and here.
But I do have an idea that they're around that corner.
Yes.
Torque.
Yes.
Guys.
Huh?
There's just 2 guards at this level. Maybe if we go around both sides, we can take them both out simultaneously. Not kill them, but just subdue them, make sure they're quiet.
I
Why
like it.
wouldn't we kill them?
Because it's the right thing to do. Come on. I don't know. I'm with Talk. Talk, you with me?
He says they're all evil.
I can kill them quietly.
They're violent, not evil.
We'll knock them out and we'll deal with them later.
And we don't know if maybe when we defeat this thing, they change.
Like the werewolves thing, that's right. By the way, as we see the people now, like we see the riders and everything, what do they look like? Like
From
what do their
your
masks
vantage
look
point,
like?
they're like skulls. Like they've killed a tiger and they've taken the skull and they've made it a helmet. They've killed a bear, same thing, or humans. Some of them wearing like human
What does
skulls.
their robes look like?
They're like black with a little bit of red in them. It's nothing. It's boring.
Oh, it is. Very boring.
Yeah, especially on the fly. Yeah.
Just boring old evil stuff.
Camouflage.
So just so I'm clear, you guys are gonna try to go around the side and go to the front door.
Well, you know how like he's right there by the door itself, but he's standing near that corner.
Correct. So again, just the front door, the actual open door,
Yeah,
right?
right.
Okay.
And I assume that because of the structure, like the next set of guards is a lower level down, lower level down.
Well, yeah, the next set of guards are 4 sections
Now,
down.
like,
right.
once you go through that door,
We don't know what's
you
in
have
the
to
door.
assume that it goes down in.
Yeah. So my assumption is that they don't have eye line on the guards at the top. Like the guards at the top are kind of like isolated.
Somewhat, yes. Yes.
Yeah. And has the creature made its way in yet?
It's not really going in, so the creature, perception check. The creature is kind of stopping, unless you get like a really shitty one.
16?
60. The creature is stopped here, and it's turned around facing this way, and the soldiers that are on top, or the people that are on top, are disembarking the creature.
And do I get the impression that I could slide along this wall, grab him from around the corner, and pull him over to me?
Yeah, you could.
And if we coordinated to do this simultaneously,
Sure.
Torque,
Yes.
keep communication with me. Try to get around the other side there. We're going to inch our way along this wall. And when I say go, we're going to grab the guard from each side, pull them over, and knock them out. Or kill them if you want.
Okay.
I'm not going to judge.
Torque.
But I'm going to slam his face into the ground.
You get an inspiration die from Nordic.
Oh, thank you, Nordic.
So anything but damage. Okay, so you two are going to grab, subdue, and
As the fart beast flies by.
I think those were insects or something.
Yeah, they're insects.
It's a swamp, guys. Shit.
You ready,
All right.
Torque?
Let's do it.
Okay, what are you two doing? And Ika?
Okay.
Yes.
Gonna
So,
approach one of the guards.
So, okay, you're gonna take one, we're gonna take the other, 2 groups?
There are 2. Yes.
Alright.
Torque and I will do the grab, I suppose, if you guys have something else.
Yeah, we're splitting up and going around the thing, and then we're just gonna yank them around the corner.
Okay. I still have these, and I like my out of my dragon hide or whatever, vines start to come out that are thorned.
Mhm.
Last time.
Question.
Yeah.
If you went to the back of the structure, equidistant, could you grab them both simultaneously and then we could do the knocking out?
Can I?
What's the range?
The range is 30 feet, I believe. For I can get them both. Just,
Reach up and over.
I'll let you do a check for that, but yeah,
I think I can.
Alright.
that sounds fun.
We'll stand by at the midpoint, ready to take them down.
Okay, so I'm understanding everyone is on the back side of the ziggurat. He's on the back wall, gonna do some 2 guys.
He's gonna go to the back side. Torque and I will stay closer to the sides so that we can grab
Back corners.
Got it. So
Back corners.
he's gonna be like back here,
Right.
grab, pull back, clothesline, knockout. Got it.
Right.
Or whatever.
I like a slam the head into the stone.
But you don't want to kill them?
just
I don't care if I kill
really
them.
knock them out. I mean, I'll
Okay.
roll for it, and if I roll too high, maybe I squish
Sure.
his head.
So both of you roll an attack roll, and you roll a performance check, just for fun.
Okay. Guidance. Spirits, help my vines.
And deny,
Oh no.
I'll hang back, wait for him to pull him towards me.
just I was gonna say also, in case we need to create a diverting sound, or
I've got you on that one.
in case anything goes wrong.
I have ideas.
Okay. Where's Nico?
Nico's still by the trees.
I rolled a 30 to hit.
30 to hit.
27.
Jesus.
Performance.
Roll a damage. Yeah.
10.
10.
Oh,
Wait, did I say
man,
performance?
you're gonna
Hang
hate
on.
You
life.
did.
That
I,
doesn't make
don't,
sense.
I didn't necessarily know why.
Little dude is gonna hate life.
Nah, just do a straight wisdom check. Excuse me.
14 damage.
14?
I'll spike him in the process. So
Oh,
Jesus. Okay.
I'll do goddamn 20.
Okay.
23.
23. Okay. So, everyone stacks on the backside of the temple. Jadobi puts his back against the wall and goes and grabs the 2 guards. You watch as the 2 guards get grabbed. They get pulled back. The vines go around their throat. They're trying to grab at the throat. As they come around, their eyes are big. Torque's spike just hits him in the chest. And you watch as his eyes kind of roll back. He goes limp. The other one comes around. Wham! Barakabu just slams him in the head. You watch as he kind of gets dizzy and hangs limp in your.
So the whole part about not killing them was just
Well, Barakaboos is alive. Torque.
I know. I'm looking at Torque.
I never said I wouldn't kill them. They're evil.
Jadobi.
True. This is true. This is true.
Other matters. Should we try to carefully wake this one and ask him about what's inside?
We can interrogate him here.
He will call out.
It would be too much to carry him back. And then if we leave, then they'll know. They're gonna find out that 2 guards are down.
You're right. We'll just leave him knocked out here.
I can disguise them.
The people from the beast will be at the top of the stairs momentarily. We don't have time for this.
Right.
We
Let's
move
on.
now. Let's go.
As we're starting to move, Mark, I think it's a good idea to ask him. I can bring him up real quick, and then if he doesn't answer or if he gets it, we'll knock him out again.
Okay. So
How do the
are
rest of
you
feel
are you
about
going
this?
in, or what's everyone doing?
Well,
I'm hearing different things.
Well, we're discussing.
We're discussing.
Got it.
How do
I'm
the
trying
rest
to
of
figure
you?
out the plan here.
How do
Well,
the rest of
I'm-
you feel about that?
I just huff and I just look around. I'm making sure no one's seeing us.
Perception.
5, 4, 3,
11.
11. It looks like the 2 sentries that were at the bottom of the steps are talking with the 6 or so people that got off the creature at the bottom of the temple.
And assuming that we're all pretty close to the back wall of this, they still wouldn't have any sort of line of sight.
No, like Denahi would actually have to like, and then come back to actually see that. But yes, they don't look alerted. They're way at the bottom of the base.
hold him, find him, cover his mouth. Okay? Wake up, you idiots. As a healing word. 6. 8 points of healing.
Okay. He's not dead. He was just
I know.
not unconscious.
Okay.
Oh, well, then I just smack him, then I won't waste a spell.
Yeah.
Wake up!
You already did, but yeah.
And I tell him to command him. Tell us what to expect inside.
Remember what command does again?
He has to.
Does he know that you
versus
did it?
Wisdom save 16, or he has to just do whatever I tell him.
Does he know that you did that?
No, it just sounds like me asking.
No. I
him.
mean, at the end of it, does he remember you? Is what I mean.
Oh, it doesn't say anything about that. No.
Okay. So you can give him a command. So you can't you can't ask him questions, but you can give him a command.
Right.
Okay.
So, tell us what's inside.
But that's a command, though. Like,
I command you to tell me what's inside. That's
I mean, it's like the
Can
way
I intimidate?
the way that the spell works is it's like either take us somewhere, go run away, go tell them that everything's fine, cause a distraction, but like actually
You can't tell him to tell me something?
no, that's more like friends or there's other spells like that.
Mm-hmm.
At least that's my understanding of it, and I'm like, yeah. Like he can drop his items, he can flee, he can grovel. You can tell him to stop.
Okay. I'll hold off on the command.
Okay.
Tell us what's inside.
I take the barb of my tail right at his throat.
Roll
twist that
intimidation
a little bit.
with advantage because she's doing that, and everyone's in his face.
We're a weird bunch.
22.
22. What do you want to know?
what he just asked you. What's inside?
I don't know what's inside.
Is he lying?
Inside check.
Piece of shit. 14 insight.
14. I mean, he seems to be
Well,
telling.
actually, wait. 17, 18. 26.
26?
Insight.
I've never been in there.
But
Do
you've
I trust
seen what
him?
goes in.
Yes, other members will bring like gifts for him, but
And what about him? Has he ever come out?
no. I've never seen him either.
Are you here by choice?
Yeah.
Can I punch him now?
Yeah, knock knock. Good night. Go to sleep.
25 to hit
Oh Jesus.
for another 12 damage.
Well,
Is it enough?
Oh, yeah,
Or does
he's-
Torque need to step in?
no, he's out.
Yeah, I'll even brought him back in the way.
I mean, he wasn't like when I see him as like unconscious, it's not bringing him to 0, but it's like the attempt of doesn't matter. He's out.
Are there guards down the back of the ziggurat?
No, just in the front.
Well, now that he gave me that answer, I just roll him off the back.
Oh.
Okay. All right, 2 down. Should we go in or up?
Idea.
Yeah.
You remember that time that you made Torque scale the wall by stepping on it?
Yeah.
Could you make us all do that and we can move along the ceiling once we're inside? I can do it, but...
No, I can't.
Very rarely do people look up, so it'd be a good way to get in unobserved.
Yeah. But do I want to? Depending on how tall it is inside, we don't know if there's tunnels or if there's like just a wide open space.
Wait. I also make myself look like the guard.
Yeah.
Nice. Nice. Maybe we should all tie ourselves up with a rope and be like your.
Has Ica come with us?
Ika's standing
Yeah,
there
he's there.
behind you. Yeah. Perception checks.
It's the Chewbacca.
Although
We're taking this prisoner for the detention ward.
Although it'd be somewhat unbelievable that I, as a lone hunter, brought back Ica for us.
And all of us.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking if I just took Ica in, but that would not seem feasible.
We roll perception.
Yes.
19?
19.
Sorry, what am I rolling?
Perception.
14.
14.
I can disguise myself
25.
14
So-
for Ica, 25 for me.
Okay.
Nahi and I both are disguised.
So
as
as you
guards.
all are talking and Barakabu changes his appearance to look like one of the guards, you hear that there are footsteps coming up the steps from the base of the temple.
Now's the time. Let's go.
Hi.
Quickly.
You two hide. Nahi and I will pretend.
I'm gonna go around somewhere
Well,
to hide.
currently you guys, you're all, like if you imagine the ziggurat thing being like this, you guys are hiding on this side.
Oh!
So no one can see you.
Okay.
So in order to, you're hearing footsteps, the voices are getting closer.
I see.
But, so you can assume
They're
that
going
people
to
are coming
realize the
steps.
guards are gone. We need to go now.
So
Nahi and I
you're,
will stand in.
are you pretending to be a guard?
Yeah, I'm casting seeming on myself.
Seeming,
Try to
okay.
look like him.
So you're gonna try to like mimic that creature on the ground, okay?
We'll stay here. You guys go.
And you're just standing watch,
Yeah.
okay? Can you guys roll a stealth check? And can you guys roll a no, nothing yet. I'll have you do something in a second.
Nothing yet.
You want us rolling stuff?
Yes,
We're just standing back there?
yes. Can you grab a D8 for me?
Nahi, remember your.
You get an
cold-blooded
inspiration
bastard.
from Nordic.
Oh.
So, be you.
What? Oh. What'd you say?
Just remember that you're a cold-blooded murdering bastard.
Ah.
Thanks, Nordic. That makes it a nice even 21.
Okay,
Oh, 29 for me, 23 for Ica.
okay. So the four of you technically are behind, hiding. Both you and Barakabu are standing guard in relatively the same positions, looking relatively the same as the two guards. As three guards are I
And
keep
I'm
saying
gonna
guards, but they're
secretly wish that Nahi and I do really well at this. She gets her D4.
okay.
Yeah.
She has all sorts of inspiration
I
over there now.
secretly wish that she does well.
So, you both see three guards now coming up the steps. They are not the two that were on the bottom. They are slightly in different attire than what you two. What the four guards were here were more in like lighter colors, more like tans and browns, and the
These guys are in black and red.
yeah, they're in the black and red. So they're very obvious that these are not the guys who were always here. These are the guys who came on
These aren't
the giant
guards you're
beast.
looking for.
Yes. Good day. Has it been ornery today?
Yes.
Can you guys roll a deception check?
Oh, natural 20.
That's the time to do it.
Plus a 4.
25.
I rolled 2 perfects.
Very well.
What the hell?
And 2 of the guards stop, and one of the I keep saying guards. Fuck the
Retinue.
cultists. Yes, one of the 2 of the cultists stop. The one cultist that had said that has what looks to be a bag of something, and he's carrying through this space.
Is the bag moving?
No. It does sound
Not
like
maybe.
it's there's clanking inside. Something metallic is inside.
Silverware.
If I don't come back, just leave. A big deep sigh, and he goes through the. It's an open doorway. He goes through the door, and perception checks. You guys can do perception checks. If you want.
Back, just
Nah.
leave.
Natural 20.
Hey!
Never done that on
30.
perception
30.
before.
Just wait till we get to combat. You guys probably can roll like tons of natural ones. It'd be fantastic. No, so you hear him walking down steps, and the steps sound like they're going. These insects,
The
man, are
dragonfly.
crazy. The step sounds like he's walking down the steps quite a ways, and then you hear the clanking of his chainmail or whatever that he has underneath of his cloaks. It starts to get quieter and quieter, and then he gets to the bottom. And the two other cultists are kind of just standing there. It's fucking hot.
You
How do you
guys, what's happening? What's going on?
how do you all deal with this heat?
You grow accustomed to it over time. If you guys feel like just fucking off and getting out of here while he's down there, we won't say anything.
Deception check or persuasion check, actually. Were you gonna say something?
I'm glad I didn't say what I was gonna say.
11?
Was that?
11?
Nah, it's not time to leave yet. He might come back.
And if he doesn't, he said leave. So
Yeah, we'll give him some time. I ain't got nothing to do.
it takes a while usually.
Does it now?
In this heat.
Yeah.
Deception checks, please. In this heat.
Natural 20.
God damn.
Plus 3.
Just to be sure.
23.
Are you rolling your
23?
D4 with this?
23.
Oh, you roll it with every check?
24.
I forget how. Let me check.
You're finally lying to your full potential. I'm so proud.
I'm deceptive as fuck.
What
Looks
were you
like
saying, Torque?
I didn't write down.
What's the
My
ability?
sarcasm is
Bless.
so good.
Bless? I always forget what
Or not bless. Sorry. What's the other
You're
one?
not forgiven.
Sanctuary? No.
No.
I think it's bless.
Guidance.
Yeah, it's the same thing Genovi is.
Oh, it's 1 minute.
1 minute. Okay. You can just keep using it for 1 minute. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys doing anything else on the backside?
Just staying quiet and kind of like waiting for them to, because I already was like, what's going on? What's happening?
What's
And
happening?
I'm just like pressed against the wall with eye guys and everybody. Yeah.
Okay.
We're just waiting for them to reply, but
I mean, I
obviously
would-
they've got somebody there.
Keep my. As I speak to these guys, just so they get an idea of what I'm doing.
Okay. Sure. God. You fucking hurry up already. Jesus Christ.
I heard they had some really good meat they got earlier downstairs.
Excuse
I
me?
wish I could step away and try some.
Oh, I smelled that earlier.
Yeah.
Smelled good.
Smell like
Where?
brisket.
I haven't eaten there in a few days.
Down on the ground level, over to the side.
Those fuckers said they didn't have any food.
They're fucking
Lying
liars.
sons of bitches. Deception checks, please.
Perception, you said?
Yeah,
Deception.
deception.
Oh.
Oh.
That is a 22.
Okay.
24.
God, man, you guys are on point.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have words
I
with
have
them
plus
before we get out of
0
here.
deception.
Really?
All
I
right.
was gonna say I have +0 deception.
That's awesome.
5 plus 8.
And about that time when he looks down, he's like, that son of a... The other guy comes up. Ugh. He's in a mood. Let's get out of here. Good luck, fuckers. And the three of them turn and they start walking down the steps. You guys go?
I'll let the others know. Okay, they're headed out, but I got a strange impression that these guys are reluctantly working to bring tribute to this thing.
See?
And he's apparently in a mood.
That too.
Good to know.
They brought him a bag of something metal. I don't know if it was just a tribute or maybe it's something he eats.
Either way, us going in there is not going to change his demeanor.
No, he's not going to have any demeanor left when we're done.
Can we just blow this place up from the inside, from the outside?
Can you do that?
We
course
still
you
have that powder, don't we?
We do.
We just threw a bunch of powder down the hole and lit it.
Napalm that shit.
Is it safe to come back now? We're good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Perception check.
Come back.
19?
Oh, that was almost a 20. Dag nabbit.
9.
So it's going to be 10 for me, and for Ica it's going to be a 15.
Okay. As you guys are having this discussion in the earpiece, you start to kind of come around because they give you the coast is clear. Barack, will you notice that those 6 or so other cultists, why can't I remember that word today? Climb back onto their giant beast. The beast turns and starts to walk back the way it came.
Other good news, the big fucker's leaving.
Good, yeah. Good, very good to know. Awesome.
Did you want one last look at it, Jadobi, before it
Well, it
walks
was,
away?
I mean, I got a good look. I got some.
He loves to watch it go.
He's going to stare at its backside.
Look at it go.
Why is it gotta be nasty to it? Why gotta be nasty about it?
That's all you can see.
Smell
Turning
it,
away
too.
and walking away.
So, anyone think there's some merit to this idea of just dropping a bomb in there? It could be a good precursor to our
I
entrance.
could throw it into there.
You could, but the thing is, we don't know if it goes straight down or if there's different tunnels. We need to go scout it out first. Do you want to? I'll go with you.
Okay.
I'm going to shapeshift into a
bird.
And in the meantime,
Oh, the cash.
Wisdom
you
save.
and Denahi see if perhaps there's a good vessel that you can place the gunpowder into, like a barrel we can roll down these stairs or something.
I hold
It's
up a jar
actually
of
in a
pickles.
barrel, isn't it?
I have no idea. I can't
The
remember.
black barrel that I have is in a pouch. It's only in a pouch.
Yeah.
No,
I
you
thought we
said-
had- okay.
I
alright.
shake the
He
jar.
took powder from from the barrel to put it in the pouch, I believe.
You said a wisdom save?
Yeah.
22.
22. You resist the urge to pet the cat.
Do I?
I don't know. What do you know?
I'm gonna scout in behind Barakaboo. Like staying very close to the wall. I'm a tabby cat.
So is
I'm
every-
the
is
same
everyone going
color
down-
as my surroundings?
Is everyone going down the steps or just you two?
Well, we're
Just us two.
scouting to give
Got
an
it.
idea
Stealth
whether
check.
it's safe to move ahead.
Got it.
Plus 10.
Close to him. 41.
What the what?
31.
31. The two of you take some time. You venture down the stairs, and stairs go down and back and forth for quite some time. It takes about 10 minutes or so to get to the bottom. You don't see anything else. Like once you get away from the entranceway, everything kind of goes dark. There's a little bit of light that does seep through from the entranceway, but there's no torches, no anything. As you get towards the bottom, can you all make a perception check, please?
You all or just me?
You two. You two. Well, you guys can make one too.
Natural 20.
21.
21. When you get to the bottom, there is like the staircase kind of just tunnels out. So there's 3 sides. So much easier just to draw. You get to the bottom. At 3 sides. So like if this is the staircase, that goes up.
Mm-hmm.
There's a door. Doorway, not a door. There's no door there. It's just an opening. That's all that's at the bottom.
Okay. Hey guys, it's Boo, because Jadobi's a cat.
No!
It looks like it's pretty safe to come this far, and we don't have much else to move ahead into except this opening.
Can we throw it in the opening?
Well, let's regroup down here first.
Should someone
Okay.
stay up top?
What's the range on Nico?
I don't think he can, I don't know how far he can telepathically hear me.
While you guys are talking.
Since
Oh, it's like 1,000 feet. So
Oh, so yeah.
so you could
Since I still have passed out of the trace, I'm gonna point. I'm in cat. I'm just gonna look at Bark and go.
Cat paws. And curse.
What kind of cat is he?
Tabby cat.
What color?
Tabby color?
Brown and stuff. What kind
You
of
mean calico?
Okay, as he's making these gestures, it'd be like,
And I leave.
Okay. As you're doing that, you hear you have the telepathical link with Nico.
What would you like me to do?
Just stand guard. You can. Keep an eye on the entrance of this temple. Let me know if something approaches us.
Your will.
I'm gonna stealth back. This cat will look at up to everyone like.
Well, you already told us we're coming down.
Oh, I came down to make sure you got a +10 to stealth.
Oh.
To come,
okay.
I came and get you.
I thought you were going in the door.
Yeah, so did I.
Oh no.
We're all confused.
Oh, I would have.
Cat
fair.
talk.
That's the thing. All right.
I mean, that's what when the cat comes back, I'm like,
So
oh!
you come up and we're on our way down, and now we're with you.
Whoa. Are they
All
even
right.
sitting still? How did...
So, you all make your way down to the landing of this doorway. And what would you guys like to do?
Ramen.
Check for traps. I'm gonna check for traps.
Only you can as a cat.
I totally can.
Looking
Investigation.
to the opening with a 26.
26?
Anything?
Perception check? Oh,
You
your
have
thing?
dark vision? Or you
Uh,
got it, whatever.
Nothing.
This is odd.
Okay, so let's see what I have here. 30
30. Okay.
to look for traps.
No traps.
No traps?
No traps.
Let's.
Well, I'm standing next to him, so I have a 29, and so...
Okay. As you look into the space, you do see that the space is lit by what to be 4 to maybe 8 like sconces throughout the space. It is a very large room.
Just love sconces.
It's maybe like 60 feet by 60 feet or so. It's a square essentially, and there are giant piles of things in the corners of this space.
As we're,
What kind of things?
You have to get closer to see.
is there any rooms on this door or anything? Like, I'm looking around the room. Do I see anything? It's just a slate.
Mhm.
Of everything. Okay. I looked at everyone as soon.
Did we...
What's the slate door?
Keep to the
Did we
walls.
ever ask what kind of creature he is?
They didn't know.
Never seen it. You must just leave things here.
Okay.
I'm going to stealth in.
Okay.
Traps along the way.
Also-
Every step is light.
Same, but keeping to the walls.
Okay. Stealth checks.
Wall.
Anyone who's going in?
Isn't that sick?
16.
16. Okay.
Well, I'm next to him, so
Okay.
I have a +10, but it's a 2. So 12.
So we'll say, for argument's sake, that this is the space. And that's like the doorway. There's like, piles of shit.
Debris.
So where are you guys?
Keeping to the wall, headed
This
left.
way?
Yeah.
So everyone's kind of like
With a
here.
44 stealth!
I'm low-key trying to see if there's anything shiny in the world.
Okay, perception checks, please.
Damn it. Oh, fuck.
Lord.
24.
10.
10.
5.
5.
So for my perception, I got a 23.
23. As you come into this space, you do see the 2 piles that are closest to the doorway. A lot of it is like traveling, just not junk, but there's old weapons and other traveling gear that has just been gathered somehow and brought here. The other 2 piles across the way, you do see shiny, but you can't identify what the shiny is. Everyone else, when you do look towards the sconces, you do see that they are piles of gold and other things that are in this space.
No. Nothing piles stuff like this, except maybe a dragon.
Well, I feel if it was a dragon, then the dragon we talked to would definitely realize it was another dragon.
You should scoop
Would he,
some of
if
that
he's
into
never seen
that.
him? What?
Can you grab some of that gold while you're out there?
Why don't we deal with the problem at hand first?
Or we can die rich.
I'm gonna sniff the air.
Sorry.
What do I smell?
Ooh, perception check.
Is that really dark coming out? Dice gel, everything.
I'm looking at the ceiling.
Perception check.
So it's gonna be a
Ooh, well,
20.
22.
20 for smell. What do I
So
smell?
about the time you start sniffing around, you smell something that kind of just kind of smells meaty,
meaty.
like flesh. It smells like flesh, not necessarily rotting flesh, but just like flesh. And about that time, Torque, as you look up, you do see a shape that kind of moves up above you in like
Everyone stop.
kind of where the shadows start. There is something up there that is moving.
It might be above us.
Okay.
That is shitty.
I look
I look up.
Perception checks.
I guess I already did though, right? Or do I do it again?
17.
16.
16.
So that's gonna be 28.
28. As everyone looks up, you can't discern what this thing is up there because it is hiding in the shadows purposefully. But the second that you all kind of oh shit look up, you hear a voice, not in your head, but actually out in the space. Well, I see that you have made it into my lair. What do I owe the pleasure of your trespassing?
We've come to politely ask you to vacate this land.
That's rude.
Said politely.
I shapeshift back in the sword with green.
A druid. Lovely. I love the taste of druids.
Well, don't
Okay,
go eating him.
I thought
I wouldn't salivate too much yet.
I thought he was a person, but then he's talking about eating me, so maybe he's not a
Yes.
person.
A person? Ha! Please.
When we see something moving in the shadows, like how big is it? Like how many legs do we see? Like what's going on?
It's above you.
Uh,
It's in the ceiling area, but it's very dark. You just see
I thought it was the ceiling.
100 feet maybe. It's just like a giant, kind of a shape that does move.
Okay, gotcha. Would you be Zahir?
Yes, I am Zohir, and you have entered my lair.
Yes, you're definitely here.
Would you like to be so there?
Charming.
As
We both went to the same
both
place.
sides of the story, but you should know that a couple of folks have asked us to get you out of here.
Well, once you've gone under my gaze, you won't be leaving my home.
question, as
When I hear that, I wrap my eyes.
as we're talking, I'm looking around this entire room. Do I see any other openings besides the one that we came in?
Perception check.
So we're still over here, right?
Yeah, I mean you
'Cause
guys.
I didn't go very far in before I
Yeah, I
looked
mean
up.
you'd probably be a little bit further in, but yeah, you're a little bit in there.
9.
9. No, there doesn't seem to be any other entrances or exits. You can't see the ceiling, so you don't know what's up there. It's
Fair.
dark, but
Okay.
and with that,
I'm gonna start getting away from him along the wall. I'm gonna go like 30 feet away from him,
okay.
and I'm gonna bark up.
Okay, can everyone roll please initiative?
Ah.
And with that, as the shadow starts to come down towards your location, that's where we're going to take a break. So we will be back in about 10 minutes
we're
with
waiting.
initiative.
It's a 22.
And we're back. So let's do some initiative.
Oh shit, what did I roll? Okay.
I hate when the swamp is still in there. All right, so initiative order, 20 and above.
22. 20.
22. Anybody higher than 20?
I got a 20.
Anyone higher than you though?
Oh. For, no.
You roll for
Oh, right.
Ica
I
too,
totally
right?
forgot. Ica. Here we go. What you got, buddy? Oh, nice. Okay, Ica rolled a plus. Okay. No, under a 20.
All right, 15 and 20.
17. For Ica.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
What did you two roll?
12.
Oh, boy.
I have like a 3.
Oh.
Oh, boy.
Ooh.
Here we go.
Oh, it's 4. Sorry.
Oh.
Yeah, it made a huge difference.
All right. Why is my music not working?
I got all my things ready.
Oh. All right. So, as you all kind of take positions, please tell me where you are in this map, and I will pull that map up. Fix the camera a little bit. We had some
I would have
technical
been
difficulties.
here still.
So you'd be over here.
Yeah.
Roughly like that.
Yeah, I didn't go in very far when I looked up. So I would be over by the door as well.
Okay. So you go. Nahi, where are you?
Back right. Well, your bottom left.
Here? You were
You
going
went all the
towards
way in
door?
that far? The door was here.
Yeah, the door's back here.
Oh, never mind. I was
Okay. Where are you?
I had to get away from Bruce. I thought something big was coming, so I'm like right here.
Where's Ica?
Ica would be right beside the Nahi.
Where I put him. Okay. So, I can bring this down a little bit. Yeah, that's better. Right. So, as you all get into your positions, what is everyone doing?
I'm going to cast Conjure Animals.
Okay.
We're going around? Alright, I'm going to cast Conjure Animals.
Oh, well, I guess I'm sorry, Boo's turn is first.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
I thought you were calling out like a free round.
Yeah.
No, we do initiative. I'm sorry. I misspoke. But I will hold that. Do you know which ones you want? Okay. What are you doing, Boo? Sorry.
I begin by wishing the best for all of my friends, and they're all get a D4 to attacks and throws.
What's the range on that?
It doesn't have a range on my card.
Let's say you did it before they split. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
So y'all get a D4. Cool.
And
you doing anything else?
yeah, I'm also gonna try to get a look at these surroundings. Like, is it literally like the kind of stuff I can see that I see piled around?
Yeah. So what you see is what you see. I don't have my other pieces that I've already taken out of the studio, but this is the wall of the cave. And the door is way back here. So yeah, if you see chests and barrels, and if you see it on there, it's there.
And I'm gonna whisper to the others. It sure looks like there's a lot of flammables around.
Noted.
And I will enter a dodge state.
Okay.
Or step of the wind, or whatever the monk thing to go dodgy is.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what does dodge do again?
All attacks have disadvantage, and I can make dex saves with advantage. And I've got the sanctuary too.
Okay.
So.
Okay. Are you doing anything else? Are you holding a turn, or are you just?
No, the spell would have been my action, and then my bonus action was to use the key to go into.
Got it. Are you staying where you are?
Yeah.
Okay. Jadobi.
I'm gonna take out the warden staff. I'm gonna give it one like mighty like crack on the ground as a magic circle of yellow appears under me, and like swirling yellow energy will rise and like start to engulf like this area right here, just like swirling yellow. And in like here, and here, I'm gonna conjure wolves, a pack of wolves, 8. But I know by there it's gonna be like 2 and 1, so.
Yeah, so we'll do. Each one will represent 2.
2, yep.
That's what we decided, right?
So, like, they're gonna be 1 here, and and pairs of 2. Perfect.
Yeah. So each one of these, so everyone knows, is a pair of 2. Got it.
They're gonna just appear snarling and growling and like looking for something to attack.
Okay.
Be ready! Be ready! They are going to hold their action until they see something to attack, and they'll attack.
Okay.
And just to add, the bless is concentration. I had to look it up, so the duration is just that I have to concentrate.
Got it. Can you concentrate on Sanctuary on yourself and that at the same time?
Sanctuary is my
racial
class.
ability. Got
Yeah.
it. Okay.
So
got it.
It's just inherent.
Got it.
Let's see. So I can do that. I mean, they're on the ceiling, so there's no cover here. But do I hear anything? Like, do I hear anything within the treasures by any chance?
In the treasures?
Like something moving in the treasures. Right?
Oh, you do a perception check.
All right. Just gotta watch my back. Gotta watch everything. Perception check. Here we go. Natural 20.
Nice.
For perception on something that might not be there. I'll take what I can get, people.
No, you don't see anything or hear anything that's inside of the piles.
Excellent, cool. So that
Delayed, I'm so sorry.
Hey, it was
So
there though. I'll take
delayed.
it. Bonus action. What can I do with a bonus? Nothing at this point. And that's it. That's me and the wolves. That's it.
Got it. Are the wolves? Is that a
A conjuration?
Is it they are considered magic, or they are now actual?
They are considered fae. They are beasts, but they're considered fae.
Okay. We might revisit that. Is it a concentration?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
And that's our turn.
Ica?
Ica is going to kind of join kind of the pack circle.
Okay,
So-
Ica would not be blessed, by the way. It's
Okay.
only 3.
Got it.
Thank you so much, Torque. And he's gonna be like looking around, looking at the ceiling, and like ready for something to come down, so we can just like claw it.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay. As Ica gets kind of into position, it's now Zohira's turn. So here comes down delicious little insects. And as he comes down into this space,
The mammals! I yell out. Oh, fuck.
he's roughly 20 feet off the ground. His eye is gazed at Denahi at the moment.
Great.
Man, that was not what I was expecting. I go, shit.
He is going to...
Yeah,
1, 6. So... Hang on, I gotta write this down. 4, 1, 6. So... Barakabu, can you please make a wisdom save?
And is this a spell?
Yes.
Oh. So I wisdom saved 20.
Okay, at 20, one of the eyes gazes down on you, and you kind of feel that your body's being charmed, but you're able to fight it off. The second attack is Torque. Can you please make a dexterity saving throw, please?
Shit.
Oh. Sanctuary is to attack or cast against me.
Okay, so you want that to go to somebody else? Okay.
Well, if he fails it, it goes to somebody else. But he probably has high wisdom.
Oh,
he
what's
has to beat a 16. But I already beat it,
yeah?
so.
Well, we can retcon
But
it.
just letting you know.
Oh yeah, he beats that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
he-
so he still tried it on me.
Got it. Okay.
Total of 20.
20. You another eye looks down at you, and you feel that your body's starting to to slow down, but you're able to shake it off and kind of step back. The final ray. Denahi, can you please make... Nope, never mind, you have the other ray on you. Jidobi, please make a strength saving throw.
Shit! Fuck! That is not my shit. Okay. Come on. Well, strength save is going to be a 7.
A 7. You... So you are currently restrained and incapacitated. The beholder tells you to walk 30 feet towards him. You are now technically restrained until your next turn of making a
So
save.
the beholder spoke out.
No, he did it.
something.
One of his
Just
rays.
used He used an
Every
eye
turn, a
shot.
beholder gets 3 rays.
No,
Yeah.
no.
So it's a telekinetic ray. So he
I see.
he restrains you and he makes you move and you're incapacitated.
Now, am I like floating in a telekinetic hold, or am I like
No,
walking?
you're just walking at the moment.
Okay.
Um,
Gotcha.
you didn't take damage, so your self-concentration that ends his turn. Denahi. You're currently in his anti-magic cone.
And your guys' saving throw should have had +4, right?
7, 8, 9.
I didn't make a save.
8. I failed.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks, though. For my...
It's a good reminder.
Alright, well, I'm gonna go old school. I'm gonna pull out a dagger from my waist strap. I'm
Okay.
gonna toss it right at his eye,
Roll for attack. Hit the big eye.
the big eye.
Okay.
Ah.
Ooh, ee, ooh, ah, ah.
Ding, ding,
Ding, ding. Ooh, ee, ooh, ah, ah.
What's my +1? +4. Oh shit. 10.
10 does not hit.
Alright.
You throw the dagger. The beholder kind of hovers a little bit, flies past him. Ting ting. You hear it hit the wall somewhere.
Okay. Well, that's all I can do.
Are you staying in space or are you moving?
There is nowhere to hide, really.
So I don't have the little marker, but imagine like a 10-foot beam. Whoa. 10-foot beam is currently like just beamed down you.
Got you.
So you can't do magic while you're in that space.
Alright. Well, I am
Sidestep.
going to dash
Okay.
my full movement towards Torque.
Towards Torque.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. End your turn.
Yeah.
Torque.
I will pull out my. Well, I already have my axes out. And I'm going to throw an axe at him, hoping that I hit the spike into him.
Okay. Sure. You know how to do that. Roll for attack.
Sure do. And I did it quite handily. Let's see. 16 and 16 is 30.
Yeah, that hits. That hits.
Okay, so then he will take. What am I doing here? He will take 10 plus. What? Why is it not on here? So, 19 points of damage,
Okay.
and that will come back to me, and I'll throw the other one, but this
Okay.
time trying to sink it in.
Yep. He is spiked.
Oh, but I miss, and then I will go into a rage state.
What did you get?
It would have been. Oh, actually, no. It would have been a 20 total.
Yeah, it hits.
Okay.
Nice.
So, wow, I forgot this thing's so high.
So high.
And that will be another 14 points of damage.
Nice.
And then I'll pop my rage.
Okay.
And that is the end of my turn.
Got it. At the top of the order, you all can everyone make a perception check actually.
23.
23.
Plus a D4? Oh, shit.
17.
It's hard for me to look around
16.
because I'm being like telekinetically held, so I got 7.
7.
Yeah.
What was yours, Torque?
16.
16. So everyone except for Jadobi, well, Jadobi's kind of preoccupied at the moment anyway, so it makes sense. But you all see all the walls surrounding this space. You see dozens and dozens of tentacles coming out of the walls, slapping around about 5-10 feet from the wall. They're attached to the wall, but they are kind of dangling
Like
and
this.
reaching. Yeah, exactly. Top of the order, Baraku.
Joby, are those real?
Can I speak? I can still speak, bro.
No, you're incapacitated, I think.
Incapacity? I thought it was just held.
No, you are incapacitated. You are restrained and incapacitated, is what it says.
I can't answer. He doesn't answer you.
When I look at Jadobi, does it appear that I could free him? Or do I get the impression that this is something that I wouldn't have an effect on?
He looks like he's like locked in, like he's stiff. That's all it looks like. You can do a perception check if you want to maybe try to discern some other information.
15.
15? Yeah, I mean he looks like he's stiff. You don't see anything coming from the beholder holding him down or anything. He's just stiff.
Okay. Okay, Torque is very close to me. So I am going to touch him
Okay.
and be like, can't afford having you lost to us. He is given protection from evil and good, which protects him from charming, frightening, or possessing for 10 minutes, and enemies have disadvantage against him.
All of attacks? What was the spell again?
Attacks or casts. Protection from evil, good.
Sweet. Okay.
So no charming, no frightening, and no possessing, and a disadvantage.
Smart for him.
That aside,
Oh, that's also concentration. What were you doing before that was concentration?
plus. That's,
Okay. Yeah, bless goes away.
That's a way better spell. So.
Oh yeah, it's absolutely it's amazing for this specific.
Especially this guy.
yes.
That's exactly what we needed.
That was the idea. I'm gonna tell the rest. I think we should keep spread apart. Don't group up. And with that, I'm going to move to about where that box is, so I'm not so close to Torque and Denohi.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm gonna use.
Don't get too close to the tentacles.
Wait, it should be okay. You just behind you.
And I am. Sorry, just a moment. Gotta
you're
check distance on that.
While he's checking the distance on the wolf farthest away from me on the back wall, what color is that wolf?
Back wall, purple.
I'm actually just gonna maintain my dodge state.
Okay. Which is disadvantage, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Disadvantage for attacks, and I get advantage with dex saves against them, and I still have the sanctuary on me until I make an aggressive act.
Alright. Oh.
Okay, so I'm up.
Yep.
All right.
You have to make a
Can
save.
I have to make a save?
Yep.
Okay. What save is that?
Strength.
Damn it.
But it is at the end of your turn.
At the end of my turn.
Yeah.
Okay, so what can I do?
You can't do anything. So like if you succeed, your
Oh, I
turn
see,
your
I
turn
see,
is
I
over.
see,
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, at the end of my turn, I will try. That is a 12.
12? Nope. Sorry.
Of course. How far off the ground is he?
20 about 20 feet or so.
20 feet high?
Mhm.
20 feet high. Shit. The wolves are going to. Okay. They're gonna start to huddle kind of around him. So they're just gonna move like maybe 5 feet closer. Like each of them are gonna move 5 feet closer to us. Yeah. Okay.
Suddenly the wolves turn on you and attack Jadobi.
And they're gonna hold their action. So
Okay.
if he gets low enough, by chance, they're gonna fucking rip his eyes off.
Okay.
And then Ica is going to do the same. He is going to come into the huddle. Thank you.
Okay.
And he's holding his action for anything, and that's it.
Okay. At the end of Ica's turn, he is going to do a legendary action, which is a ray at Ica.
Oh boy.
Can Ica make a dexterity saving throw, please?
Dex save for Ica. Here we go. Wow, that's a dice roll if I've ever seen one. Total of 7.
7. You watch as one of the eyes hunkers down tightly, aiming at Ica, and you watch as a beam shoots out of his eye. You see it. You're frozen. You're facing Ica. Yeah, you're facing Ica, and you watch as he goes, and you watch as Ica's body from the ground up starts to turn into stone, and he is now petrified. It is now Zohir's turn.
Well, he just did the legendary, right? That's one of them.
It's one of them, yeah. He gets 3 around. Oh.
Ica is petrified.
Okay, so first he's going to move. He's going to move his cone. He's aiming it at this wolf, and he's going to turn and swipe this wolf. These 2 groups of wolves disappear.
Wait.
This cone is now that way.
Oh, is he looking at me?
No, he's not looking at you, but he stops right before
Well,
you.
the animals are like real though.
Yeah, I mean, I read the thing, and it says even animals created by magic vanish out of existence. That's what
What
the
colors
anti.
did you get rid of?
The ones I have left are purple and orange.
One orange right there. Great.
Okay, so the first ray would be Torque, and I have disadvantage, correct? Just kidding, why am I rolling? It's dexterity saving throw. Does your thing do anything for dex saving
No,
throws?
it's just protects against all of the.
Mind control stuff?
Yeah.
Got it.
That would make it. I get to use this too. Oh, Lord. 14.
14. You feel your body start to slow. All your movement is cut in half.
Oh shit.
The second ray is towards Barakaboo. Please make a dexterity saving throw.
29.
29. You start to feel your feet almost turn to stone yourself. You're able to shake off that feeling. It's a very surreal feeling, but it does no effect. And where is it? I don't even know how to say that word. Denai, can you make a Constitution saving throw?
Did you roll a wisdom save before you attacked me?
But once I hit you, then you're no longer in Sanctuary. I thought.
No, once I'm aggressive, I lose Sanctuary.
Got
Until I'm aggressive, I still have it.
Oh yeah, natural 17. So yeah, I've got that. I have a +7 to that too. But thank you for reminding me.
Natural 1.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Enervation Ray. You must take. Okay. You take 38 points of necrotic damage.
I'm immune to that.
Oh shit! You
Immune?
are?
Immune, or resistant?
Immune.
Oh, you take nothing.
Fuck.
Pissed off. He stays there. Denahiv, your turn.
Okay, this is a long shot. I'm gonna pull out my Shadow Slayer. I'm gonna channel a ton of energy into it, and it's gonna kind of grow in my hands. And dark energy is gonna kind of dissipate and form a scythe. I'm gonna look towards Torque. I'm like, wish me luck, man. How far can I Misty step? I was gonna look, but then I'm slow.
Let me find it. I think it's 60 feet, but let me confirm that.
How
Well, it
far?
sounds like she's within range then. No problem.
How far up is he though?
He's 20 feet, so with your movement, you could like jump Misty Step and take a swipe. If that's what you're trying
That's
to do.
the plan.
Yeah. You
So
would,
I'm gonna have a running start.
you would fall up. You would fall right underneath him with all your movement gone. But you could jump up and Misty
Yeah.
and hit. Yes.
I'm gonna have a 10 foot running jump. I'm gonna Misty Step and slash right.
Roll for attack.
Oh, please hit. Natural 20!
Oh
Yeah.
shit! That fucker hits hard too.
No! Okay.
Oh my god!
It's like, I know, I'm super excited.
For those of you guys who are watching, this is the staff that the Lich King had that she had confiscated for herself.
Yeah.
wish me luck, man. I love that
Wish
line.
me luck, man. Oh,
I'm sorry.
I need a shit load of these. 3, 6,
Oh shit, did you go to home?
7, 8, 9, 10. Oh my god. You're crazy.
How much is it?
12 and
12d12.
And you double the dice. Jesus. Easier.
I gotta plop.
Oh, there's
Give me
some
one
good
minute.
ones.
I can only use this once a day.
Oh, once a day too? Oh, all the sweeter.
Jeez.
That's sweeter. I mean, I could have rolled these better, but whatever.
It's like that news story about the semi that crashed on the highway that was full of gaming dice.
Oh my god.
No, that
so
was
funny.
hysterical. And they rolled a perfect 78,000 something.
96 plus 20.
So it did not, he just did.
Did you times it by
Times
12 already?
2.
Oh my god.
Woo! 150 points of necrotic damage.
Oh my
Holy
god!
crap.
And then I land superhero status.
How much? How many points?
150.
Necroto.
Still not as good as Chris Farland, but
Damn. Is that in your turn?
Yeah.
Farland did like 110.
Yeah.
oh,
You outshined
shit.
him. You outshined him. That was like 10.
Oh,
Yeah.
I wanted to do that.
That's awesome. That ends your turn?
Yeah, that's all.
Okay, so you run up and you leap. You look at Torque and you say, "Wish me luck." You vamp into close distance with this giant shadow scythe. Wham! And you take a giant gash out of the back of his head. Ah! He screams in pain. You see purple, blue blood splatter on the ground. You land on the ground. Ends your turn. It is now Torque's turn.
Okay, so,
Half movement.
yeah, about that half movement, I'm gonna click my heels together,
I
so
forgot
my
you
speed
had-
will now be doubled, which will make it
normal. Yep. I forgot.
And
you had
then I will run and leap into the air and cleave into him.
roll for attack.
Oh. Oh, that's right. Never mind. That makes it a 20 to hit.
It hits. Roll for damage.
And this time it's 2 of those, so
God damn, man, that was a lot of points.
25 points of damage.
Okay.
Well, I don't know which ones are.
And can I grapple him?
I only get.
With your other action, you could.
So I will do a grappling pin. Let's see.
I mean, it wouldn't necessarily be a pin, but I'll let you do a strength check, and we'll see what can happen. Oh yeah, I rolled a natural 1, so have fun with this. That's a good time for me to roll 1.
It's an excellent time. My strength check will be a 24.
Yeah. So you are currently grappled.
Well, what I'm saying is I don't get to pull him to the ground.
I will say he goes a little lower to the ground. He's still hovering.
How low is it to the ground?
About 10 feet. I don't have a thing, but he's 10 feet off the ground. I don't have a
It
mid.
looks like he's 10 feet right now.
There you go. Just hovering, but he is now to like reach level. But you were currently like holding on, like bucking Bronco. You still have a bonus action too, by the way.
So my bonus actions are. I wouldn't be able to hit him though. I wouldn't be able to attack him, right?
I mean, I would say with your size, you have one of his tentacles like bear hugged with, let's say, your left arm, and you can.
Then I would cleave into him,
Yeah, roll for attack.
and that's a 27 to hit.
27 hits. 150. Jesus.
18 more points of damage,
Okay.
and he's closer now for
Yeah,
people to hit him.
you brought him down a notch. At the end of your turn, he's going to do a legendary action.
This isn't range. All the wolves and Ike are gonna get him.
They're not. I wouldn't say they're in range to wolves. Ica.
They can't reach something 10 feet in the air?
I
They could jump up to it.
Huge.
But then I get petrified.
Oh,
I
fuck,
guess
he is,
that's
you're
Yeah,
right.
he
You're
is.
totally
Thank
right.
you.
I totally
Thank you
forgot.
for that. Hang on.
Yeah.
I have a petrified thing somewhere. I feared, I paralyzed. Oh, you're still paralyzed too. So many things. I have these things and we never use them because I never have a creature that does it. So exciting. Thank you, Griffin Co. I'll figure this out in a second. 3, 2, 4.
And just a reminder that I'm now within 5 feet of him. Anytime he casts, I get an attack.
Brock, will please make a Constitution save, please.
Constitution.
Yep.
Okay.
And I succeeded my wisdom save.
That's a 24.
Petrified. You said 24. Okay, so you save that, but you still take. So it is 65 points, but since you saved, it's half of force damage. So 30,
Force damage.
32 points of force damage.
Worse damage.
Top of the order is Barakabu.
Hmm.
He's now 10 feet off the ground, and I am clinging onto a tentacle, a stalk, an eye stalk.
Break it.
I know, right?
Okay,
See, I was hoping it was because it's called grappling pin. That's why I,
15, 20.
gotcha. But I mean, it
I
brought
wanted
him down
to bring
10.
him down to the ground,
Sure,
and then
sure.
everybody could freely attack.
It looks like he's about 40 feet away from me.
Give or take, yeah.
Okay.
Plus 10 feet up.
I don't know.
Plus 10 feet up. Wait, what?
Yes.
Well, in that case, I'm gonna start running that way,
Okay.
and as I'm running over there, I'm gonna jump, and in my jump, extend my wings, smash my fist, and smash them again. So I'm a gigantic winged flaming boo,
Fireball blue. Got it.
and I'm gonna come down on him
And where are you punching?
right on his big old ball eye.
On the big eye?
Yeah,
Okay, I'll let you do an attack.
and it's an uppercut from the top, by the way.
Cut from the top.
And that is a
A lower cut.
28 to hit,
That hits. Roll for damage.
and that is 39 points of damage on the first hit.
Into his eyeball. That's gotta hurt.
Segued into a twisting back end elbow drop.
Sure.
I can pull it off. And that is a 17 plus 14.
He's
So
actually
it
flying
hits.
for crying out loud.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah.
He just, I mean, he's just, he can do whatever he wants. Boom! Boom!
That's actually a 31 damage.
That hits.
And that time it is 10, 15, 19, plus 22. So 41 points
Okay.
of damage on the second hit.
Okay.
Spinning roundhouse kick for 29 to hit. Or 761, so that's 14 plus 22 is 36. And coming down, double axe handle smash onto that big old ball of an eye. Natural 20.
All right.
Okay.
Perfect timing.
And that is a 10, 11, plus 22 is 33, 66.
66.
And then I moonwalk away.
So before you get a chance to moonwalk away, you do come up and you wham, wham, wham. You hit him really hard. As you finish your combo, your wings, your form, and the fire dissipates, and you land on the ground 3-point stance. All the magical effects that you have once you entered in his eye space dissipates. But I let you hit all those hits.
Yes.
Before that happened. So you are right next to Frozen Shinobi. So you still have movement if you want to do anything else.
Yeah, I'm gonna move so that we're not grouped.
Okay.
So I'm gonna circle around where that, kind of past where that wolf is.
Where, how many more
Going
space
clockwise.
do
That was 40 to get there, so I
20
still
more.
have 20.
you have? Like right here?
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. And your turn?
Yes.
That pissed him off. Can you make a dexterity saving throw with disadvantage, please?
Is it a spell?
It's a ray, so yes, it would be a spell.
Then I get a free attack.
Oh.
Okay, we'll get to that in 1 second.
So I have advantage on dex saves, and I have advantage against spell saves.
So those don't
So-
those don't stack, so it's just a straight roll.
Right. So that is 26.
26. You saved again.
And I just
God.
let 3 out.
Damn. 90 points of force damage halved. So 45 points of force damage. You feel almost like your body is being just like your soul is being knocked out of your body.
And he's
it
doing that
hurt.
with one of these stocks.
Yeah, and now you can do your attack.
Okay.
It's like when the Grandmaster hits Doctor Strange.
It hits.
Woo.
Another 17 points of damage.
Okay.
So I'm just holding on and just clink.
Okay. Yeah. Bam. You
That
take-
was my little reactionary.
Got it. Jidobi, please make a save.
7.
7.
So I guess.
Oh, actually, excuse me.
Your excuse. He's
When
looking at me.
when
He just
Torque
farted
did
3
his
times.
thing, you are no longer paralyzed. Because his own spells also go away. So your turn is your turn.
Awesome.
Is that
Ah,
Micah? Or is he just...
No, it's just the eye. So any magic that goes through it or his eye touches, it just goes away. It's an anti-magic cone, essentially, is what it is.
That was weird. That was fucking awesome. I'm gonna run past her, and I'm going to go straight to Ica, who is frozen.
Okay.
Petrified. I'm gonna place my hands on his chest. And I'm gonna cast Greater Restoration on Ica.
Okay.
Come on, buddy. Golden energy flows from me into him, and I will cure him of his petrification.
And as that happens, you watch slowly as the stone starts to kind of break apart and ash to the ground.
That was fucked.
Yeah, not fun.
Why do we come down here again?
Take him out. Kill him. And I'm gonna tell Ica and the rest of the pack to fucking rage and kill that motherfucker.
Okay.
So they're all gonna jump and attack him.
So do the 4 attacks for the wolves.
All right. Bouncing all over the place. Here we go. Wolves. Plus 4 to hit. Alright. 1. 19 for 1. Does that hit?
Yes.
19. Oh, that misses horribly. They miss. Ooh, 19 plus 4. That hits. 23.
Okay.
Fourth wolf. 18, 19, 21. 22 to hit.
Hits.
And also for Ica. And he's flanking. Oh, that's cocked. Oh, that sucked. Ica's 6 plus 15. 15 to hit for Ica? Does that
No,
hit?
does not hit.
15. 16. 16, I'm sorry. 16.
Still doesn't hit.
Alright, Ica misses. So that's 3. That's 3 attacks.
Okay.
Let's go.
It doesn't...
Alright, so, and
No.
they do So 2d4.
I mean, I think you have to get at least a 20, right?
That's yeah, because I think you hit with a 19.
When?
I don't know. Someone hit with a 19.
6, 7. The third one. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 19 points of damage by the wolves and Ica.
Damn.
They tried.
Okay.
Could they try to grapple him? Like keep their teeth in him and like anchor him?
I would say no. A, because they're small wolves. B, because he's buoyant, so he's floating.
medium-sized wolves.
Right, but I mean, if they're all biting onto him, it should pull him down.
No?
For the 3 that hit, roll a strength check. Why not?
Alright, here we go. Strength is going to be plus, where are you? So, 19 for 1, for number 2, rolled a 17, number 3, rolled a 18.
Okay. So as the 3 wolves that hit go up and they take this giant bite and they're trying to pull the creature down, the brain matter goop that they bite into, because that's kind of what the consistency of this beholder is, actually rips out. They're not able to pull him down, but they do an additional 20 points of damage.
Woo! I'll take it!
Of gore,
Awesome.
goring
Cool.
of sorts. Okay, does that end your turn?
Yeah, that's it.
At the end of your turn, because we jumped around a little bit, at the end of your turn, he's going to do a legendary action to hit you.
Okay.
Please make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Dexterity saving throw. Here we go.
Yep.
Dex save, dex save. It was almost a natural 20. So that's gonna be a total of 5.
5.
Yep.
All right.
Look at that, I got all my nose.
Holy shit.
That was great.
So does that also mean that all those guys are now like right up on him?
Yeah, they're right up. I'm going to move them in a second. So you take 101 points of force damage.
What?
Force damage.
Yeah, so one of the eyes bears down on you. He just cast. No, you already used your reaction for this.
No, I get to do it every time he does it.
I think it's once per round. Can you verify that for me real quick? I can too. So yeah, you take 101 points of force damage.
This just says when a creature within 5 feet of you casts a spell, you can use your reaction to make a.
You only get 1 reaction per round.
Right, but this is a new round, isn't it?
Then you just did it when he attacked Boo.
Oh, the cone of anti-magic?
Okay.
Yeah. Well, he tried to do the same thing, the
Oh, right.
disintegration ray on you.
So it's just like a beam of force?
Yeah, it's a disintegration ray.
Disintegration?
That's a disintegration ray, yes.
Am I alive? I'm good, right? I got 13 left.
You weren't brought to 0, yeah, so you're good.
Okay, well, I didn't know if it like disintegrated me or something. I
Hey,
didn't
what's
know if
my
I was
reaction?
dust.
Am I alive?
Alright, cool.
That ends your turn. Then I could go. So he's taking another legendary action to do a beam on Denahi. Please. Oh, let me roll it. 4.
Yeah.
Make a wisdom save, please.
Sounds perfectly fine.
I'm super wise. I got a 5. Well, plus 3.
Guys, I
Plus
am
3.
toads
8.
wise AF.
You are now feared. So you are frightened of this creature, and you can repeat the saving throw at the end of your turn. So during your turn, you make your full movement away from the creature. Can you be frightened? I can't even remember if you can be frightened or not.
Is anything frightened that I...
My face doesn't change from any emotion.
Okay. Oh, now it's his turn. Okay, sorry. There's way too much going on. I'm just not prepared.
Whose turn now?
Zohiada's turn.
Yeah, but you still all these legendaries.
He gets 3 legendaries around.
At the end of everyone's turn, he can go.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
3 reactions per round.
Okay, so
So if we can exhaust the 3, we could...
Boo, can you make a dexterity saving throw?
Natural 20.
All right.
Damn, you were
Where?
nailing them tonight.
Torque, make a con save, please. And please make a wisdom save for Eka.
23.
Okay, no effect, no effect. Fuck you, you're cool. Fuck you.
Wisdom save. 14 wisdom save for Ica.
14?
Yes.
Ika falls asleep.
Oh, God, poor guy. Alright, he's sleeping now.
Ends his turn, Denahi. So you're gonna move 30 feet away
Yeah.
and make the save again, which was, I already forgot what it was. Wisdom save. 20. So at the end of your turn, you shake it off and you're no longer scared of the beholder.
But in my fear, I've called to Nico, so he's on his way down.
Okay.
And let's see. Like this old school. I'm gonna cast a fireball.
Well, it's at the end of your turn.
Oh.
So yeah, you can't do anything else.
You shook off the frightened.
Yeah, so
That was my
basically
turn.
That's the
turn.
end of your turn. Yeah, you can shake off the fear. But I did allow you to call Nico. Can you roll an initiative for him, please?
Yeah.
Torque. Still holding on.
Still holding on and cleaving into him. That hits. For 20 points of damage.
Okay.
That it hits as well. Another 19 points of damage.
Okay. Can please make a strength check.
I laugh at your strength checks. 23.
2. So you, because you only get 2 attacks, because
Right,
one of your
right.
arms is
I'm
holding.
just doing that,
So you
yeah.
still maintain your grapple of him, and you're still just wailing on him.
Mhm.
Okay.
But he can't really use his stocks on me because I'm like holding one of them and just pounding on him.
It's true. End your turn, top of the order. Boo.
Okay. I am going to restore 45 points of health to myself.
Okay.
And I'm going to place myself into a dodge state as I try to keep myself to the back of him.
Okay. Can you move him to the back of him, please? Thank you. Is that your turn?
Yes.
End of your turn. You keep rolling a 4 for me, man. Dex save, please. Boop.
That means he's casting a spell.
And it's a new round.
It's a new round. That's why it always gets wasted for boost after boost turn. What was it?
It's a 26.
26. Yeah, you're fine.
Critical one.
Oh. Can you make a strength saving throw? Let's get a little slimy up there.
The strength is 20.
Oh yeah, you're fine. Cool. Ends your turn, Jadobi.
I just whiffed. I just went. Oh,
Yeah.
man.
It's gooey. Oh shit.
After being hit so hard, I'm a little bit dizzy, trying to shake it off, and I'm going to, before I move, and I do this so everyone can get it, I'm going to take the warden's staff, I'm going to hold it up, and I'm going to start to chant
Initiative.
as it glows yellow from inside. I'm going to crash it down on the ground, make this this radiant sphere 30 feet from me. As I cast Mass Cure Wounds on everybody.
What's the radius on that?
The radius is 30 feet from a point, so 60 foot diameter. So we can get all of us.
That was an error warning.
Okay.
Thank you, I heard that. And that's going to be 3d8, but I'm going to do it at a higher level. So.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Where are you? Okay. D8.
An outcome. Mr. Dumplings.
5th level. 6th level. 7th level.
Some very Basil Palladorus music we got going.
Yeah, it changed the beat a little bit. It's a little weird.
The composer on the films of the Barbarians.
The composer was like, I love the gong.
Can use more goblins.
This would be great for that castle siege.
26 plus.
Yeah, it would have been.
What was it? Plus 6?
Is this Shaft?
You better shut your mouth.
Plus 6.
Trying, guys. I'm trying.
Get some new music.
I did, but I haven't tested them, so I'm doing this blindly, and I'm gonna stop because it's terrible.
So everyone gets 32 points of healing, but not the bad guys. Not the bad guy. 32 points of healing to my
Make sure you
friends.
point that out.
Got it. Then your
Put
turn.
me exactly back to max.
32.
I'd healed myself to 99 and you put me back.
You're welcome.
Cool.
After that, I am going to bonus action take a greater potion. Because good God.
Because a good God, yeah.
Number 4. And I'm going to. I need to get cover from this son of a bitch. I'm going to, as I'm drinking. Oh shit! I was sleeping. Fucking forgot. I'm gonna run behind this crate.
Okay. Thank you, Tor.
Sorry, I just added the screen.
That was my turn. I have to do. Okay. Wait, actually.
It's really high.
6, 7, 8, 9. 9 plus what? 9 plus 4. I'll do the math later. And then the wolves are gonna attack that motherfucker again! Alright, here we go.
Roll for attack.
Number 1. 17 plus 4 hits.
Yep.
19 plus 4 hits. Number 3. 19 plus 4 hits. Number 4. 19 plus 4. Oh shit! Alright, cool. So.
What shit?
1, 2, 3, and 4. Come on, boys! So it's gonna be 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 16, 1. 29 points of damage from the wolves.
Okay.
29 points of damage. And then Ika is asleep. Can he wake up? Is there like a save or what was that?
Is asleep. But at the end of your turn.
Ika, wake up! I'm gonna yell at him. Maybe that'll help. Wake up, Ika!
Yeah, I totally did it.
Go do the shot.
Barakamu, please make a Constitution save.
So much.
That's a lot of dice.
That was a lot of dice. You fail your save,
Oh!
and you take 112 points of force damage
Jesus.
as the beam again
100?
and locks on you and just hits hard. That was at the end of Jadobi's turn. At the end of Ika's turn,
Was it a spell?
it was the beams. They're all spells.
No. Okay, I get a second roll against spells.
Okay.
My second roll was only 1 point higher.
Yeah, so it'll fail.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But I got it!
You did.
But I rolled it.
Thank you for the reminder. Torque, make a dexterity saving throw. No, just kidding. You're on his back. Deny, make a dexterity saving throw.
23.
Nothing happens. Oh, it's my turn. Cool. So he's going to move, finally. He is going to spin his ray around.
Opportunity attack! For the wolves.
Everybody, technically.
I would
Torque's
say
hanging
no.
on.
I would say no, because they use their movement to jump up in the air to hit him. But they're gone now.
They're gone?
Because
Fuck!
he swiped
You
the beam.
just did the
And
swipe.
he is currently looking at Barakabu and Jadobi.
I'm behind the box.
He's-
So he can't see me.
but the anti-magic cone can see.
The cone of it still is there.
So, so many things, guys. So many things. Oh, shit.
They did good. I'm proud of them. They did well.
Shit. Denahi, make a dexterity saving throw. Barakaboo, make a dex saving throw.
22.
Okay. You didn't die.
27.
Okay, and make a wisdom save too.
Wait, no, this 22.
22. Okay.
Okay.
You save that too. Denahi, you take, this is halved, you take 44 points of psychic damage.
Shit. Okay.
That is halved, so it was 88.
Hellish rebuke.
What's the range on that?
Ow!
It's not within range, right?
I don't think so.
It's not a touch, is it?
No, it's a ranged attack.
Point and shoot.
Point and shoot.
It's like an old Kodak.
60 feet?
Yeah, you would get him. Alright, roll for attack.
Okay. It's a dex save.
No, she wouldn't. I thought about it too, I was like, damn. Dex save?
Yeah.
Shots fired.
2.
Oh, sweet. Well, goodbye.
Oh, burn and die.
Burn. Does she ignite any of all that debris?
23 points of fire damage.
23 points of fire damage, nice. That ends his turn, it's now your turn, Denahi.
Ah!
Oh, okay.
Fuck him up! What do I do?
Alright, I'm gonna
Fuck him up!
Okay, I'm gonna use
I
some
just
of my
answered you.
I'm gonna use some of my sorcery points for twin spell.
Oh.
And I'm gonna launch 2 firebolts simultaneously.
Okay.
I roll to hit each.
Fry that motherfucker.
25 and 26.
Both hit.
Cool.
Roll for damage.
Dope, okay.
Yeah, I think it's 4.
So here, you can stop now. There's still a chance for you to live.
Every time you say his name, it's wrong.
What's wrong?
So you say it a little differently each time, it's fun.
It says it here.
Okay.
Okay.
19 points of fire damage.
19 points of fire damage. Nice. Okay.
That's all I can do right now.
Okay. You watch as Nico just flies through the doorway.
What is
Does
this
he have
situation?
a
right here?
move?
That's Craig.
Oh.
Craig's just.
Greg's just standing there.
Chris is hanging out. He's like, I don't really have any attacks.
So it's now Nico's turn. What is Nico doing? So you watch as the adult Phoenix familiar flies into the room. The whole room it lights up with this purple luminescence. Nico, what'd you
The
like?
holder's like, ah.
He's gonna go in for a winged attack. So his wings are gonna go forward and they're gonna form like blades, and he's gonna go right into the side of his head.
Side of his head. Glad you said that.
Well,
Oh.
Advantage, because he's flanked.
Is he flanked?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm riding on the
Oh, yeah.
side of him.
He is. He's currently looking at Barakaboo and Adobe. So yeah.
Hey.
23 to hit.
That hits. Roll for damage.
Oh shit.
Wing attack from adult Phoenix. Jesus.
First time ever, folks.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my god, he attacks so much harder. Okay.
Yeah, he hits hard.
Save us.
So does Boo, apparently.
Lord.
Oh my god,
Well,
this
Jeremy
is
does.
complicated. Okay, give me a second.
Alright.
Never eating.
Hey man, what's my plan? I have a plan, but it's like, how do I get there?
She's just grabbing all the dice.
She didn't even roll. She just
Time
like
for
she just
math.
dropped them.
Man,
Think.
I use math. I use math every Wednesday.
D&D, helping adults do math since 1985.
Really that matter?
It's the 70s.
Is Ica in his eye
No.
anti-magic?
By the way, to wake up someone when they're sleeping, you have to use an action to wake them up.
An action? Of course.
That's the freebie you get for the day.
Swab.
You have been given a freebie. Enjoy it.
70 points of various
70 points.
Various damage, fire, radiant,
Fire,
everything.
radiant,
radiant
all this
slash
stuff.
Die! Just die!
So you just watch as Nico just flies into space, closes his wings, and pierces through the beholder. The choice is yours.
Hey!
He's just gonna go, I guess, go into the side of his head
We'll
where he's
put at
nice
least
and gushy,
500
and he's
into
gonna
him.
open his wings and just blow him
Okay.
apart.
Oh, that's
Dexterity
horrible.
saving throw. So yeah, you watch as Nico just jumps right in, pierces right through this brain matter with his flamed wings, splitting this beholder in half, and you watch as just goo and eyeball guts just go flying everywhere.
Why didn't we do
19.
that first?
I love that I get advantage on that.
And-
That's my favorite.
And Torque gets kind of thrown away from this creature, but is able to kind of adjust himself and land on the ground. The beholder is dead.
Are there any eyeballs left?
There's gunk everywhere. Yeah.
We should save the eyeball.
That was amazing. Harvest it!
Harvest!
I'll start taking up my knife and I'll start walking over, but I'll walk over to
Carve it! Carve it!
Ica first. Buddy, wake up, buddy. Ica.
What
Yeah,
happened?
we're gonna start chopping off eye stalks.
What? Okay.
You did a great job.
Thanks.
Great job. I give him like a nice nuzzle on his head.
I'm gonna sit down.
You're already laying down.
I was gonna say, I'll stand him up.
Where's Greg? Greg.
He's right there.
Nah.
Oh, he missed his crack. All right. I'm gonna go over there and start harvesting eye stalks and like spikes and stuff, like hide.
Okay.
Teeth.
Me too.
I'm gonna help the knife
Okay.
out.
I want an eyeball. Just one.
Okay. So you guys are gonna take some time to harvest eyeballs. How many eyeballs? Do a survival check. No, excuse me, medicine check.
With advantages for helping each other.
Medicine?
No, you each can do one, and I'll take an average.
20!
20.
3.
3.
Sorry.
That drops the average.
14.
14.
Medicine. Where are you? 26 for me.
26. Let's say you find 2 beholder heads that are salvageable.
Holder
You mean
heads.
eye,
Behold.
eye stalks.
Beholder eyes that are salvageable. It's roughly about this big. The big one is nothing, but you get 2. What else are you trying to do?
I'm gonna feed some beholder to my scroll.
Teeth?
Yes.
Okay, do another medicine check. Or
It's
maybe,
everything.
yeah, we'll do nature. Why not? Harvesting check.
That was almost horrible. Where are you? 24 nature.
24.
Yeah.
You would get, call it 9 teeth that haven't been disintegrated or melted. And they're relatively large. They're about this big. Like a pretty big tooth. Could do anything else?
Hide.
It's all brain matter.
It's all brain matter? Even like the outside, the skin?
Yeah, he's like a giant floating brain.
Well,
I
in
put one of
fairness,
the
we
eyes
just-
in the pickle jar.
And most of it is
we just
exploded.
hacked the crap out of them.
Nahi.
Hmm?
You may now plunder his riches.
Oh, it's riches.
I mean, we have it all now.
What?
I was gonna go
You do
for
perception checks. You guys gonna look through the
Yeah.
loot?
Yeah, we're gonna loot
People
the
have been
place.
making tribute to him
Okay.
for a while.
And your bag of holding is pretty empty now.
14?
14. Okay.
12.
I
Well-
critically failed my
23.
23. Okay. Well, are you guys looking for anything specific or just?
Gold,
Gold,
jewelry,
anything shiny,
Magic
and
item.
sellable, and
armor.
everything.
Okay.
They have a nice step chest.
Can Nico see if there's anything magical in here?
Yes.
Maybe he can scan, scry a little bit and see if there's anything magic.
He turns and hears you, and he just goes around
Oh,
and goes and does detect magic.
Okay. Just trying to do some numbers right now. You found. I lost it.
This could be up myself.
110 gems. What you can carry in the bag of holding and the rest of your persons is 12,230 gold pieces.
Whilst they divvy the riches, I will run to the top of the stairs.
Okay.
And I will call out from upon the Ziggurats that the asshole is dead.
Perception check.
12,230.
That's a
drooling.
23.
23. As you get to the top of the steps, you see the remaining 2 guards and the one who woke up looks to be melted from the top down on the steps coming up toward the doorway.
Oh. Who knows? Who knows?
He's calling the dragon.
So green dragons, they spit poison, not fire, by the way.
Do we happen to
Oh.
see any electrum up there?
No.
No.
Or platinum?
No.
Diamond dust?
So can everyone else, I was trying to remember, can everyone just make a perception check when you were looking through the stuff? It just took me a minute to...
And Nico was doing detect magic on all the things.
Yes. Did not find anything. What was Nico's perception check?
15 for me.
15 for you? Okay.
20 for me.
Got it. I already said gems, right?
You
Yeah,
said
you
do a
said
perception? Is that what you
110
said? Sorry, I
gems,
missed
yeah.
that.
Okay.
You said a perception check?
Yes.
Yeah, mine's terrible.
What was his
Like 8.
perception check?
11.
11. Okay.
I had 8.
Got it. Barakabu, or excuse me, Jadobi, you find a bag. It's square in shape. It is.
Square bag?
It looks almost. Can't really call it a backpack, but it's a satchel you wear on your back, and it is a square bag, and it has like a top with the lace and everything is kind of open, and it's sitting over in one of the corners, and which kind of draws your attention as you get closer. You see like steam, like if you open up an ice box or something, you see some steam kind of dissipating from inside the interior of the box.
Guys, I think there's an interesting steaming sack over here.
There's a few steaming
I'll pass on the
sacks.
steaming sack, thanks.
Yeah,
There's some steaming sacks of meat outside too.
I don't-
There are? Wait, what?
Well, the guards are all melted.
They're melted?
Yeah.
Torque, you see a pouch, like a leather pouch, that is kind of laying on the ground as you're kind of sifting through things, and it feels like, oh, what's this? And you feel kind of called to it. And you pick it up, and you open it up, just kind of see what's inside, and there's nothing inside.
Okay.
Did you do anything else with it, or?
I see a sack. or
Yeah,
a pouch.
it's like a leather pouch. You kind of feel like it was calling to you. You see the pouch, you open it up. It feels like there's something in it. You open it up, but you don't see anything on the inside.
Oh, so cute.
I will close the pouch and put it in my bag to investigate later.
As you do that, can you please make a intelligence save?
Oh.
Intelligence save?
A sentient bag?
Yeah, that's gonna be all bad. That's a 9.
A 9. As you begin to tie it off and put it to the side of your pouch, or side of like your waist bag or whatever, you feel like, no, I have to. So you open it up and you stick your hand inside. You feel cards inside of the pouch.
No.
Please roll a d20.
No.
Oh god.
No.
18.
18.
Oh.
Well, that's interesting. as you reach into this bag and you pull out a card, you look at it and you feel your body kind of shift a little bit, and your weapons, your armor, your bag, this pouch fall to the ground, and your body vanishes from this location.
Oh? Torque?
I'm not there. While that's happening, I'm looking over at this steamy sack.
Okay. Do investigation check. God, of all the cards.
14.
Are
Investigation.
you in another dimension right now?
So was that
15.
15?
Investigation.
15 investigation. You look into this bag, and you get close to it, and it's very, very cold on the inside. And it looks like there's nothing inside of it, but it looks like it's almost like an ice box of some sort.
Interesting. I'll take it.
Okay.
And there's nothing inside, you said.
There doesn't seem to be anything inside. No.
Cold box.
Cold box.
Okay, I go to where Torque disappeared and I look around.
Perception check.
14.
14. You look around and you see Torque's armor. You see his weapons, his axes. You see the bag of holding, and you see another small leather pouch that seems to be on the ground, kind of in the midst of all this.
Guys,
Yeah?
Torque's gone.
What do you mean? I walk over.
Okay.
And I see his clothes and stuff just there.
Yeah, you see his not his clothes, but his armor, all the magical items he had on his possession is all on the ground, and a little pouch is also there on the ground.
Oh my god. Oh, what happened? What happened?
I don't know. I just heard his armor drop to the ground, and he wasn't here.
I go over and I investigate. I look at everything.
Okay. Please make an intelligence save.
Intelligence save. And save. That is going to be. Where are you? Oh, hey. I'll take that. That's 8. 15.
15.
Save.
As you're looking around, you see that leather pouch. Oh, this is curious. You pick it up, you open it up, and you stick your hand in,
Adobe.
and you feel cards. Please roll a d20.
Wow.
I love that you can't stop yourself from doing it.
Not if you fail the save. No.
Can I say anything while I'm doing it?
What?
Or nothing? Okay.
The intelligence was the save.
Yeah.
Do I look like I'm in like a
No, you're just looking around. Nothing particular. Oh, this is a bag. What's this? Like a curious kid.
5 on the D20?
5. Okay. You feel this as you pull the card out. The card says the favor, and you feel that feel as the card kind of dissipates, and you feel this this divine energy kind of soak through your body. Through your travels, you have earned the favor of one of the gods. You learn the skills necessary to raise your proficiency bonus permanently by 1 point. And as you pull that card, the pouch actually like vanishes and appears on the side of your waistband, like it's attached to you.
Guys, what are you doing?
Boo, get down here. Ronnie, get down here, please. Something's wrong.
Go back down.
Okay, you go back down. As you come down, so we're trying to wrap it up. So as you come down, so once the pouch hits your hip, you're filled with this knowledge all of a sudden that you are currently in possession of Kavak's bag of fate.
Ooh.
Oh, shit.
Shit. I don't know what the fuck that is.
Roll a religion check, please.
Bag of fates. Okay, religion check. Okay.
Where's Torque?
Not really a holy man.
And unfortunately, I don't have the props made yet, so. But I do have
We
them.
don't know where he's gone.
Religion.
Just found this bag in his armor.
Religion's gonna be +1. Oh, I'm not really a holy man. 14 of religion.
14. Kavak is the god of trickery.
My dude. Okay.
You think?
So, with that, everyone, Barakabu comes down. You see Denahi, Jadobi, Aika standing around Torik's armor, his weapons, the bag of holding, and everyone's kind of just looking around. And that's where we're going to call it for tonight, guys.
You guys eat torch?
Shit.
So, just so everyone's aware of what was pulled, the Lost was the card that Torik pulled. Once you pull this card, your body is pulled from this plane. All of your items and armor are left behind in a pile on the ground, and you will remain imprisoned until you are found or removed from this prison.
Oh, boy.
Find out next week. Oh, excuse me. 2 weeks from now. We are live next week, and we're going to be testing out the remote show, but come back in 2 weeks to find out what happens.
The fate.
The fate.
God.
Well, actually, I don't know. That actually kind of works out now that I'm thinking about it, because you're going to be at TwitchCon. So tune in next week. We might actually be live. We'll see how this goes, because that might be interesting. Since you're not here, it makes sense.
Yeah.
That just fell right in the lap. So thank you all for watching. That was an interesting turn of events. You guys destroyed the shit out of that beholder. Thank you all for being.
150
in the
points
book.
of damage.
Woo! That was awesome.
one
So thank
attack
you
with
all
that thing.
for the awesome show. This has been a really awesome end of an era, but I assure you that the story will continue. Next week we will be remote, so things will look slightly different, but hopefully we'll be able to do some new things to help elevate the show.
And some nude things.
Yeah. All right. But make sure to check out the Lore of Ukodor on Monday, and we will see you guys next week.
Adios.
Torp, no!
I know you can't.